Hello, hello, Internet! It's Elzon! We're back again today with Legends of Runeterra, hurrah, hurrah. So there have been some trailers and card announcements and whatnot because the Magic Misadventures expansion is coming very soon. I was thinking like December. It's already December, and it drops on the 8th of December, so that's less than a week from now, which is pretty exciting. So I wanted to take a look at some cards that were announced for the next expansion. I actually haven't seen the trailer itself, so I was going to play that as well. Kick off the stream. The plan today is to catch up on some viewer decks for a couple of hours. If we run out of them, which we probably won't, because, excuse me, at this point I never do. I'll probably do that for a couple of hours. Again, if there is time, we will do probably me just sitting around and ranked for a little bit. And then in a couple, I'm hoping if we have time that I'll have a bit of an opportunity to check out Ruined King. Because I own it and I booted it up to make sure that I can stream it, and I tested the thing, and then I still haven't played it because streaming Runeterra has consumed most of my time. And I have been saving it for the stream. So hopefully we'll throw that in today. If not, I will hang around for longer tomorrow because it's Friday tomorrow and I don't have work on Saturday. Yay! But for now, let's take a look at this trailer that I haven't seen. A Zero to Hero Friday indeed. Oh, thank God. It's been a long week. I think I was excited about Monday. I had energy on Monday. And then it all just went down from there. So downhill. Okay, so this trailer I haven't seen. Here we go. Boop.
Outside Bandle City, merit badges only get you so far.
Okay.
Underwater basket weaving? Not so practical after all. But if you take your nose out of your handbook, you'll realize there's a lot more to discover. Like unexpected friends. In unusual places.
Animation's fun.
And there are so many unusual places.
Okay, that's pretty cute. And also definitely Ari is happening. I mean, not that she wasn't before, but now it's just like, here's an Ari on top of the cannon, which has already been announced. Speaking of... Here's another Yordle. Yeah, so I was looking at it, and it's the first thing I was like, oh shit, it's a one-cost. Another one-cost Yordle. YouTube is doing something. I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud styles. YouTube, stop doing that. You're on stream. Get your fucking shit together. Apparently that's a no. Apparently that's just a no from the software. Come on. Don't do this to me now. I'll deal with the player bait buggy. Let's continue. Mark of the Storm.
Fire
the stun thing.
Everything. Your technique lacks technique. I am a student of impeccable breath. Wind. That which has no form. Student of impeccable breath.
And the first
wind.
spell.
That which has no form. Strikes from angles unexpected.
His voice lines are great. Okay.
This is Tempest.
Boop. And then 2 damage. The spells are cheap, as is the Yordle itself. What
Holding
a time!
position. I will avenge my student. Balance in all things.
I mean, it's Ionia.
We got this.
The lines definitely feel Ionia. There's more of the stuff. Oh God, so much stuff.
Extra hands never hurt.
Yeah, kick your Wayfinder. I've used the shit out of it for time to use the shit out of it for cannon, apparently. Someone blocked her attack.
Wind and thunder.
That's a lot of conditions. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this level up there.
Rain and lightning.
Okay. Get fucked, Poppy. That pleases me. That's chill. I love him when it's out. A Zero to Hero coming with the small Yordle. Yeah.
Ow.
I mean, the spells are powerful. Oh, Dawn and... Oh, I was about to be like, are you Dawn and Dusking the cannon? That would have been the ultimate meme, but that also makes just more fucking sense.
This is Tempest! I serve the Kinku. They could not hope to win.
The aggro potential. Oh, what Teemo is to me is what Kennen is for you? Oh, man. That's Kennen's gonna see so much experience on your end then, considering of where I've dragged Teemo out of the depths from. Okay. I'm a little afraid of him, but having framed it in the context of a Tito makes more sense to my brain. Oh man, I'm curious also if they're going to make Yasuo even more feasible, because that's what Glassman and I were talking earlier, and it seemed, and we were thinking of like all the ways in which they could release stuff for Yasuo in general, because stuns seem to be now more of a mechanic. Also, there was something about Fated for Targon, but I don't think there's an official release yet, so I won't get too into that one. But yes, you think Yasuo will be a one-of in the deck? That makes sense. He's still not fantastic, it would seem, just because I think probably mostly because of his, level 1 version of him? But I mean, I personally don't hate the thought of Yasuo becoming more meta, but also I say that never having experienced anything resembling how Ahri turns out. That's the other big one, right? Yeah, how Ahri is going to shape stuns and such in general, and Ionia and whatnot, and what support cards they release for her. Also, Captain Flames, hello, welcome back. So that was canon. That was the official trailer for the expansion. And then lastly, there were the new fucking cards, which I shoved somewhere, and it's here. So there's a Grumble Slug with a Toon and Bilgewater Bandle with it as a 2/3. It's decent. Someone stole your chocolate bar. That is a great offense to anyone, just anywhere. How dare you steal someone's fucking chocolate or sweets in general? If someone walked up to me and took my cookies or like my turnovers or the stuff that I just eat when I want sugar, I would fucking murder a bitch. Anyway, there's also this Yordle Captain, which is a 4/4 for 4, which grants +1/+1, which, hooray Bandle, buffing the shit out of things. I remember when this was announced, there were a lot of people complaining about it. I kind of agree with complaining about it, because it's gonna make so much bigger stuff. But I guess we'll find out how it does. The stat line is pretty decent though. Lecturing Yordle's a 4/5, so it's slightly slimmer. But it's the grant. And then there's again that Fated thing that I believe was also a grant effect. And then there's the 2-cost minion that just generates itself over and over again, which I feel like is going to leads to some pretty funny recursion, right? The Shadow Isles one, especially because it's last breath in Shadow Isles. It wasn't for you, it's supposed to be a gift for a friend. That's also even worse. Like, it's less a personal affront to your stomach and more just a general affront to humanity in general. But yes, these are the new things that have been officially announced. The expansions in the 6 days, so I'm sure they'll be feeding us more. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Love Kennen and his cards. Understand why the cards are not Ionian. Oh, the Kennen itself is Bandle. Is it? Wait, I didn't actually super pay attention to that. What is Kennen? What are Kennen's colors? Is it just Bandle? Oh, it's split though. Oh, but I guess, are you talking about some of his support cards? Are those like a mix of the two? Dual region, his cards are mono Bandle. Oh, mono. Okay, so that is kind of weird. That all of them are Bandle. 0 to here, you start streaming in 6 days. Good luck, and also welcome to the streaming end. Let us all know when you're doing stuff. I will also probably be streaming on Wednesday to celebrate the expansion, but I will pop in if possible. And also rating is a thing, so there you go. But yeah, that's the new shit that is quickly approaching us. So we'll see how that goes. You can be louder again. You're allowed to be loud. They played Kinku Wayfinder in the video. Yes, which brings me joy personally, because, well, yes, it brings me joy because I've done it with Teemo. So here's another exciting what caused Yordle to summon. But anyway, in the non expansion version of my existence in Runeterra right now, we also do have some submissions that I need to catch up on. One from Unhelpful Yoda, one from Let Tom Go, which is a Spooters. I know it's Spooters. I know for a fact that it's Spooters. And then we have one from Nashor's Tooth and one from Talizu. So I'm just gonna start with Unhelpful Yoda's deck and go from there. I need to clean up my inventory. I keep not cleaning up my inventory and then I end up in this situation and it's a terrible time. Terrible time. Where am I looking at? I could also delete my memes, like the universal cat, which is definitely not doing anything in particular. And then Nashor's Tooth. I have so many at this point, and I have all of the deck codes, so we're just gonna remove some of those. And then we're gonna import the new one, and then I will clean it up another day. Because procrastinate brain is the best brain. Did I spell that? I think I spelled that correctly. And then I see more large pony. Every Hacker Room deck just has to be named Pony something something. Started clicking random links and ended up lost. Don't want to fuck up your son's PC, just one of those hot babies at 2 a.m. Weon, I'm sorry that you're having some difficulties. I recommend, what I think I would recommend to you is you just go to images.google.com and type in whatever you feel like, and then the internet will give you results. Just results in general. Also, Weon, hello, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing as hot as those hot babies at 2 a.m. What am I looking at? I'm looking at Warning Shot, not a hot babe, sadly, but a cannon, which arguably is more useful in some circumstances. Crackshot Corsair, Jagged Butcher, Parley, Black Market Merchant, Glimpse Beyond, Taskmaster, Make It Rain, Warden, Monkey Business, Like an Idol, Powder, Pandemonium, Twisted Fate, Gangplank, Citrus Courier, Hacker, and Monster Harpoon. Oh, it's another Powder Pandemonium deck. Real Shrieks, I believe it was, I could be messing up the user who submitted it, also sent a Powder Pandemonium deck with the Powder Monkeys. So, let's see. I'm notoriously bad at piloting Bilgewater because I don't gravitate toward it whatsoever. So let's just jump in and see how the doodle. Probably poorly, but we'll find out. Where did the deck code though? This one. I bought a couple new stages because I have coins that I have not used yet. So I'm gonna pull up one of the new ones because excellent. Let's do the Poro bot with the club stage because that Poro looks like it can fucking party. And then that's good. That's fine. Let's do this in ranked. I'm in gold 3. Do I care? No. We're taking the plunder. We're taking the Powder Pandemonium plunder into ranked. And then I'll still suffer. But that's fine. Anyway, I hope everyone has had not a hell of a week coming back after the break. I've already bitched about being tired. I hope you guys are less tired. That's Bandle Burn. Hey! Hey! Hello. What's doing? We're... I mean, there's the monkey part of this whole thing. Probably mulligan that, though. Maybe mulligan the butcher? Yeah. Let's see. There's, okay. I need plunder effects. That's a rally. That is distinctly not a plunder that I can demand. Not an on-demand plunder, as it were. There's the Poro. Hello, Poro! There's an inventive chemist also. Okay. combined with my lack of knowledge of how to pilot this may go poorly. There's a make it rain, which I do in fact appreciate here. That's gonna be some. It's not gonna be as much, unfortunately, but it will be slightly more removal than it would initially appear here. Okay, we're taking only 3 damage. Only 3. There we go. Make it rain. Doing the stuff. Okay. Oh, I should have. What am I doing? I'm passing when I don't need to. Ah! Already we're doing a bit awkward here. Let's see. Powder monkey here maybe. Could also pass and, but no, we'll just do this. Okay. Have the parley, and then some other cards also do exist. That's fun. God Monkey. Oh, we're playing Pandemonium up against God Monkey. Do we have a shot? I feel like I should be named the God Monkey or the Monkey King, considering I'm casting a Pandemonium at some point in my time. Not immediately. We're also, okay. There's a, ooh, haha, Herm. Haha, Herm. Hey, Herm. I'm late? Am I late? Wait, how am I late? It says it's 8:25. I did start the stream slightly off time, though, to be fair. I think I started it like 3 minutes past the hour or something like that. But also, No Kid, hello, welcome back! In the face of the timer, I have been defeated, apparently. Come on, God Monkey! Okay, God Monkey. God Monkey? God Monkey. Hear me out, God Monkey. How about a no? How about a no from me? Let's see, if we remove this, we can block probably the 3-2 or the 2-2 with the 2-1. We'll get the 3-3, hypothetically. Work comes early tomorrow. I am sorry that it comes so early. And also, yes, I am deeply wounded. My day has been absolutely destroyed completely. But good luck at work tomorrow. I hope it's not as bad as early as it is. I hope it sucks less than the time at which it starts. But also thank you for coming by while you could in the meantime. Yay, people! Yes, people. Probably can drop this as well. Okay. Murder! Just murder. It is Friday. Yes! Thank God it's Friday. We all fucking need Friday happening. That will destroy itself. This needs to attack. You can probably go. Let's see. Do we just throw a gangplank at him as well? We have 2 of them. You're at 2 of 5. This should be definitely 3 of 5. We have a Citrus Carrier. We have a Glimpse Beyond. Let's see here. Probably can drop 1 and then just swing. I think so. Let's see. At 5, Ziggs, Poppy are options, but I think I'm just gonna play Large Pirate and go. Oh, Beat Nation! Hello! Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing alright as well. Just celebrations in the chat for the fact it's Friday. Thank you for the deck submission, Happy Nation. We are getting through some as we speak, and then I will add this to the queue. And also, New Kid, thank you for the gift sub to Have a Dick. What a name right there, Have a Dick. He knows his fucking niche, it would seem. Can I attack with the 4-3 here? He kills the 3-1. We have a Glimpse for next turn. We have the Gangplank's Parley. We have a Courier. Gonna try pushing with this. The Hecarim does stuff. I do like the Hecarim for the Powder Monkeys. That's kind of funny, actually. Also, damn, 56 subs. That is a ton of subs. That is a significant percentage of my entire follower base. Have and autofill do the rest. That's pretty beautiful. I wonder if it is meant to be inspirational or just a I'm giving you a thing. You know how some people are like have a slice of pizza and they hand you one? I wonder if he's like have a penis and it's just like here's one. Or if it's just a general like you should have one. These are the most important questions, clearly. Only the most important questions here. You do too. Actually should have thought of probably about the Bandle Mayor the last turn. He still doesn't have a Poppy or a Ziggs out. We're down to 11. He's down to 13. God Monkey has Yordles, which is... I'm expecting the monkeys. I'm still thrown by the fact that our opponent is named after the cards we are trying to play. Let's see what he does here. There's a McYordle. Let's see. He has 2 mana. Maybe, let's see. Kill the mayor, maybe. We get plunder effects. We can also rally with that, actually. This will go up to 4 of 5. We don't have the Glimpse Beyond if we do this. We could also kill some of his impact, but that's less of a problem. He's going to kill my monkey, probably, with that. I think I'm just going to try and hit his mare. I think that's the play. I'm not sure, though. Alright, goodbye, mare. There's the gang plunk doing things. He plunk plunk in the front with his oranges. I haven't had an orange in a long time. I used to be obsessed with them, but I go through phases with fruits and foods in general of like, I'll eat one thing for ages, and that will be about it. That plants puff caps regardless. So I think we just played the Butcher and the Glimpse Beyond here, I think. He's taking a long time to commit, but that's fine, I think. We could also just Glimpse here, but it's the same effect. Probably this, though, because then we can just play the Jagged Butcher on top of this. So we don't kill any fewer units. Alright, God Monkey. Yep, boop, there's the thingy. There's the powder, there's the monkey business. There are the 3 puff caps. You can just go. You're the 4/3 now. Monkey business is actually not... Oh, maybe should have just casted this, because this comes back as a 3/1. Or it appears as a 3/1 initially. Go team. And then I think, let's see, we can cast both of these and then I think career into another attack. At some point in my life, I will actually cast Pandemonium. Apparently not now, though. I'm still surprised that he has not put why did I keep trying to say Kennen and Kindred? Have put a Ziggs and a Poppy, which are not the same letters or the same type of characters whatsoever. They are both all Yordles, but that's not the best indicator of anything. I'm just gonna cast the Pandemonium, the monkey business at the God Monkey, at the ultimate monkey. Look at my monkey. It has an explosive device. What we doing here, folks? He has no mana, which seems very promising. For me personally. So, okay, nope, he's rethinking his strat. Probably could just block all of this? I think so. We can't block the Gangplank into the 5/3. Is he BMing or is he confused? These are the ultimate questions. Give it a spanking? I mean, here's the thing. I am not saying I would not drag my opponent over for a spanking if possible. But it's proven a little on the difficult side. So I think you just die. Oh, I can't actually block with the Gangplank because if I do, he will die to that point. Oh no, he doesn't have a poison dart. And it's fleeting, so we could block with the Gangplank here. Is that better for us? Don't really necessarily mind losing the 3/2 because we'll have the crack shot in hand anyway. Oh, he does die to the 3/1 regardless. Next turn if we attack. I think that's fine. We're summoning a powder. Oh, I should have. No, because we used the Glimpse Beyond to draw, so there wasn't any way I could have triggered the triggered the plunder before, though she can go and then he levels. And then we have the courier for the rally anyway, I think. I hypothesize. Yeah, that should just level the gangplank. This also does a thing. Okay, we do this, we do that, we plunder, we slap this down, we just slap the courier down for the attack. Ben, hello, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. He's getting plunder effects regardless. That's a pokey stick. And that's a Ravenous Flock. Okay, so we don't get the Gangplank level. Ah, I forgot about the Ravenous Flocks in this deck. We still get a level, but unfortunately our Gangplank is no longer extant. Ah, no! You're still a being though, and the heal is nice. I'm doing all right. I am glad that tomorrow is indeed Friday, because that is just good news in general. I think you can go. Can the Tutu go? Not really. And I kind of want blockers for the next turn, and I don't want her to die because the effect is great. Ziggs can kill it next turn, but it can also still block because he's only destroyed 1 of 4 landmarks. Vigar, also hello, welcome back to the stream. I don't have any plunder again. Oh, plunder heard me shitting on it, and then I just decided to not show up anymore. This can attack. This is a true fact. I cannot really do anything else. What is on the schedule today? So we're currently doing, can I take damage here? I kind of want the Taskmaster out just as a blocker. Let's see. 3-2, I think so. I think I'm just gonna play it as a blocker. It doesn't have the effect, very sadly. So the schedule today is we have some viewer decks to catch up on. That goes up to a 5-4. We can still block that hypothetically, depending on what that card in his hand is. So we're doing some viewer decks today. I have, I think, 4 or 5 left in the queue. And then if we finish those within the span of a couple hours, I'm planning to also try and boot up some Ruined King for the last hour or two. I am good people. Oh, thank you. I try to be good people. I try to be good, entertaining people. With a side dose of also a horny bitch, because that's just accurate to my personality in general. Hi, excuse me, pardon me, you're doing a lot of damage to my Nexus, and I don't appreciate it. He's out of cards, but so are we, except for the black market merchant. The merchant is struggling to do things, but it's fine. I will just play this again and hopefully not run into the god monkey with Bandle Bird. And now he's roping us. Oh, did he stop roping us? Oh, I disconnected from the server somehow, or maybe my opponent disconnected to the server. You have stuff, Vigar! Tier list for champions are a few drawings. The drawings aren't about LOR. Oh, we're back in it already. I don't know what happened there. Vigar, I mean, I'm always up for custom cards if you want. If there's anything that you're like super dying to do though, do that one. And we can throw it in between the viewer games. You guys still like me? I'm glad. Even if technology despises what I try to do in life, I'm glad that I'm glad that you guys, the chat, have my back here. Alright. I'm still dying though, which is not a server problem, nor a how much people like me problem. It is a, oh boy, it is the Bandle Burn problem. Custom cards and tier list then? Sounds good. I have a Monster Harpoon. I can do mostly nothing with the Monster Harpoon, because I'm down to 2 HP, and that kills me, that takes half my HP. The Scrappy Bomb takes a whole half-ass part of my health, which is unfortunate, to say the least. But let me just harpoon anyway, because I need to show them who's fucking boss. That is a Decimate. Hi, GG. I cannot do anything about it, but we got the shed emote! Yay! Okay, also, Vigar, let me know when they are sent over, either through the chat or Instagram, whichever is, I mean, probably the custom cards to Instagram again. Just let me know when they are arrived in my inbox. We're gonna try this deck submission again, though. I will try it again the usual 2 to 3 times, depending on how long it takes to get a win, or how long my brain takes to break and not win at all with it. So let's go back here. to the deck. Ooh, it's not. Where was it? It was from Unhelpful Yoda. The alphabet is something my brain can comprehend, so I found it again. Go me. Ha ha! All right. Also, fun announcements. I have started actually going through my old VODs of about a month. And I am actually hopefully going to start publishing more videos. I'm gonna be ambitious and say that if I can write in enough time codes, I will have about a clips or highlight video about once a week. So look forward to that. Me maybe doing something with all of the stream VODs one day this week. So that's exciting. I once again have not much to do here. Also, Ben, the song requests are going well. So currently Cruel Angels Thesis is pretty much like ready. So whenever Sarah's comes back, I have printed out the sheet music for the Octopath Traveler song that you submitted. It is currently, I believe, 4th. I also still need to update the Discord channel though with all of the current requests and the timings of those. But as of now, I am hoping to have a decent number of those done around Christmas time, so holiday season shall be filled with all of the musics. I would like to finish getting through my queue by the holidays, which are already kind of upon us because it's December 2nd, and this is holiday fucking month. Also, I'm planning to buy a Christmas tree soon, so I'm not particularly religious, but Christmas trees have been a tradition in my family, so I'm going to continue it and put something up in the back for sure. Absolutely, for sure. There is a Reforge. Okay, I'll take that. That blocks a bunch of stuff. There's a Scargrounds. Okay, I'm gonna sit back here, I think. Don't eat it? Don't eat the Christmas tree? I do have cat-like qualities, but I don't really plan on eating a tree, per se. Okay, don't eat. Okay, is this from personal experience or from watching another being try and eat a tree? There are trees I will consume in various flower and or physical forms, but not a Christmas tree. Also because I plan on buying one of the fire retardant fake ones, just so that I can also reuse it in future times. That means I also need to buy decorations for it. Maybe I'll buy some fun League themed ornaments that you guys can see on the stream. I don't need to wash it and see this as a thing. That sounds mildly concerning. Let's see. If I hit my monkeys into any of that, we're gonna start dying because of the Scargrounds. Though it doesn't have nothing has Overwhelm except that Poro at the moment. I think the Poro is gonna be a problem. But we do have this fucking Keenblade fragment, which is hilarious. I could protect him from everything from the Poro and not the Braum, but the Braum doesn't have Overwhelm, he just takes damage. Let's see, what other options do we... I really want the Plunder though, and I can't play the dudes, the big dudes. The Pony, I guess I could play a Gangplank potentially for the Keg. Is that really useful? It does block here. Maybe do we need to level him before we play him? Against 6 mana over there? We might be able to drop him. I'm gonna test this. I don't play Bilgewater, so let's try and play all of the Bilgewater wrong, or correctly, or just trying to figure out how it do. There we go. Food theory, I ate my whole Christmas tree. That sounds like an awful experience. That person had a fucking dream and he went for it. At least the Nexus doesn't have the Scargrounds. Can you imagine if the Nexus had some kind of like Scarground mechanic? That kills the 3-1, but it's a slow spell. The Vlad is going to... Oh, he's... Ooh, the Vlad's gonna level real fast. That's a little bit scary. Regeneration! Good. Excellent. Yes. Fucking... Not my monkey. But I need my monkey. But monkey is useful. I like monkey. Ah! Alright. Does that... That doesn't kill him because he's draining. The drain effect is going to go first. We're down to 4, which is a bad time. Whew! Alright, that's exciting. Sent the tier list. Go into tiers and look at the champions and then tell me which you would disagree and with which I agree. What does that do? It decreases my damage by 2. Let's just see Saragon is leveled to Sandra. That's true, but the Nexus does not get bigger every time you poke it. Can you imagine healing every time someone tries to damage your Nexus? I know that's lifesteal, but still. I have a bunch of plunder. He has 4 mana. I'm gonna try and use it. There's a Crimson Curator. That's an interesting unit. That's plunder once. This is the monkeys. I'm gonna die on this next attack. So this also went poorly, unfortunately. Read all the tiers. Okay. I will do so after we finish trying out this game. This is not a caustic cask. Flashbacks is the game where I thought it behaved like a caustic cask and would also hurt me. That is not what the card does, because reading is, you know, a function. Alright. I guess we can cast this as just a blocker, though he's just gonna kill me anyway. It's just death regardless. And I can no longer parley whatsoever. There's another Gangplank. Hecarim is also gonna buff stuff, which is also not great. The Powder Pandemonium Hecarim has to be kind of hard to do, right? This is gonna be 2. This is 4. That would be... If we play this, it's gonna bump out a thing too. What's ideal here? None of this is ideal, probably. We could try and give some things vulnerable, and then slap a Hecarim down and try and kill him. But we don't have Hecarim and the Blade Fragment. We just have, I guess, maybe the Gangplank and the Prayer? That is also not ideal. Though it's the same amount of power, and then we have space. But then we don't have space for this, which is awkward. Alright, well, I don't think there's a win at this point. So I'm just gonna cast this and have some fun, and then try it one more time, and then we're gonna take a look at Vygar's tier list that was sent over, and then we'll continue doing viewer decks. I do still have an inkling of I would like to be able to do Ruined King today. I keep saying that I will, and then I don't, because let's see. Can I take anything with that? That doesn't have tough. I'm tempted to. He probably has a poke for it. Sent to cards before the tier list also. We got a lot of stuff to look at today. I have a feeling that maybe the Ruined King will not work as much as I anticipate. This was just a horrible series of events. Everybody ignore the end of this game. We're gonna die. And we're gonna die painfully, but we will do it having dealt him a lot of damage. Which is at least something. I'm not actually inclined to take the Braum whatsoever. And then I'm gonna do this, and then we're going to probably just... Yep. Oh, it's quick attack too, not a buff. Why did I think it was a buff? Well, 2 warm-up games under the belt. Let's forget all of this happened. I've hit a point in Runeterra where I feel like I'm getting better at it, but as such, I'm also simultaneously getting significantly worse. I could also just be hallucinating, and I'm straight up getting significantly worse. But we'll see about that in a month. I will make my final determination in a month at the new year when I have an existential crisis about what the fuck am I doing. Hooray! Okay. End the round. Okay. There's lethal. I have 2 parleys that do absolutely nothing. I can get this down to 1 HP, and that's about it. Does he have? Oh, he has a shed emote. The shed emotes are strong today. I approve so much. It's the last day with your gifted sub. Oh, damn, actually. We'll see if we can do something about that. Okay. Also, yeah, there, let's try this one more time, and then we'll look at Vigar's things. Be as free with grammar in the chat as you want. I often just spit out words until I feel like I approximate the meaning that I want. And then when I'm writing an email, I spend 15 minutes agonizing over whether or not I used a word twice in the same sentence. Because it's a 1 or a 0. Either I'm like, I did done do a thing today, and it was done did. Or I'm like, how do I craft this for maximum effect? There is no in between. There is no normal just, hi, I am a human being stuff. That's for other people. King Dragon 110, hi, hello. Meow. Meow. He is the Drake? I have a Poro. There's, that's the nice, I don't want that extant and also lurking kind of thing. I think that's fine. Alright, we got a whole ass plunder. We don't have any other plunder though. Let's just wait and see what he does. Probably cast a 2 cost. He has 2 mana. Welcome to the stream where I state obvious things. Sometimes. Sometimes I also state unobvious things that are just wrong, objectively speaking. He got another one! That's honestly fine for now. There's a Corsair. Why am I so bad at drawing these just as when I need them, as in early in the game? There's our Sharkling. You have Fearsome. We're probably not blocking. We're probably taking 4 damage here. In the name of not using too much mana, probably that goes. Or we could have played it after the attack if we weren't planning to do anything, actually. Turn ordering. What is that? I have no idea. Okay, that's fine. Sort of. Hecarim is here. I don't really have much elusive, not elusive, ephemeral? That's the word I'm looking for. There's a Mirai. Probably Mirai first.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, no, but it summons a 1 cost, so we probably wanted to... Actually, we can't attack with this. So we did... to cast something first. I think that's fine. We can attack with both of these. That is also fine for now. You guys go. The maximum HP they have is 2 anyway. Alright. There we go. They poke. I too poke. In the end. Hopefully. Maybe. The Poro is inquisitive, as am I. Our opponent is having a good thunk about stuff. Hi, opponent. Opponent! King Dragon! We can say hi to his Drake in the meantime. Hi, Drake. Okay, is he letting the 1/3 go through? Yeah, pretty. That makes sense. Block with the thing that can do stuff. There's a 3 mana plunder. We don't need to really use it here, I think. We just cast, I think, the Taskmaster? Yes, I think so. Because it can also block Fearsome. And we don't need the monkey business at this point. Yeah. No, I think we can just... Though this gives us plunder next turn. And also another blocker. That shows up as a 3/1, so we can block that. Get an extra damage in if we do this. And it does activate plunder for the... does activate plunder for the Pandemonium. Maybe? I'm wondering if I'm still playing this too early, because then it just dies and pokes, which is okay. Though I do like the effect of it having it here. And then we can monkey business again. We're doing the monkey business stuff. Good. We're just gonna pass here. Rek'Sai does not have Fearsome. So we can just shove a dude in the front. There's 5 mana over there. So this is gonna die. That is also gonna die. He has 3 mana over there. Which is fine. We do take a bit of the chomp chomp from the chomp chompies. Yeah, big chomp chompies. Oh, he didn't take anything. That's a little surprising. Fearsome, doopity-doo, doopity-doo. We go down to 6 if we do that, so let's not do that. Can we manage 8? Probably, maybe. Can we manage that? We definitely block the fearsome there, kill one of the 4/2s. We're gonna get plunder this turn, so we could summon this and the butcher. Yeah, I think we'd want to block that. All right, the Rek'Sai goes away because she is not 10 power yet. So back to the sands she goes. There we go. We get this. We could also just straight up kill her here, so that she never ever thinks about coming back out of the sand ever in her life. And then we can cast another monkey boozness. And then we have also the Jagged Butcher, I think. So this will summon a thing. How many times have we activated Plunder? I'm not sure. I think it's now up to like 5 or so. Ba-doop-ba-boo-da-boo, and that should be 6-ish. Okay, that gets a boop. This becomes another thing. There's, ooh, a Citrus Courier. That heals by 3. This summons 2 riders. Talizu, boop to you as well. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing all right. Kind of like the heal and the rally up against Lurk. We could also maybe hold the Hecarim. This can go, I think. And then we can, I think, figure out what to do after this attack happens. See what he does here. Because we can either rally or we can just heck. I should rally now. Because I didn't play the Hecarim before. Tired, close to midnight, but done with a school assignment. Yay! There's no better feeling than being fucking done. Even if it's been hell getting there. You're a 4/5. You can probably go. I've run out of some card advantage, which I don't really like. I need my Powder Pandemonium now. There's vulnerable. That's fine. Let's see. Definitely go with the 4/5, I think. Go with the 4/3. The thing is, if we do that, we're a little close to dying, but I also don't want him to be able to keep too much of those things. He has 3 mana here.
We live here.
Okay. Dropping the elusive is fine. I'm glad the elusive is out of the day. Out of the day? Out of the thing. See how kegs work with Kennen? Oh, powder kegs? Oh, for the damage. Oh, I never thought of that. But also, yeah, Kennen. Kennen's coming out. Everyone is excited about Kennen. I'm afraid of Kennen, but also I'm reasonably, very excited for him. It's another Yordle! Anything that you can Kinku Wayfind, I think, is worth. There's Le Pike. Le Pike is a problem. I think we can just probably heck. I think. Let's see, he's gonna take that and lurk. I think I can just do this. And the level up, yeah. Kennen looks fun. Talizu, it's definitely for you. We can all become famous, I think. Let's us all become Le Fame. No clue until you science it. We definitely need to science the Kennen. Everyone must science the Kennen in the end. There's less. I don't know why I keep saying le. Sometimes my brain gets stuck in a word. Why did my portal just fucking fall over? Are you okay there, buddy? Is everything fine? Please be fine. Please be fine. We need you to be fine. Don't do anything to my horse. I want my horse to stay. My horse stays. No! My horse doesn't stay. Damn it, horse! I have nothing now. Boom ship leveling Kennen? Okay. Okay. Alright. Hi, I want you to play that pike. he's not gonna play the pike, but I want him to. I wonder what that is. I wonder what he drew now. There's that, so that's what, 5 damage? Yeah, okay. This is gonna go. Oh, okay, yep, then he hopefully, I think, plays the pike, yep. And then we do this, and then we deal 2 and stun, and he has no cards, so the pike gets shut down, and then we can parley the thing. We're doing it, guys. We have answers for things, and then we shove this in the front of it, and then he has nothing. Evershade Stalker. Oh, the allied copies, right? Ren Shadowblade. Oh, the damage, yeah. We got a plunder off. We killed his pike. We're at 4 HP. I'm a little afraid. TF can do a whole 2 damage here. Is that? I guess that's not a creature. I'm afraid of the jawfish. There's another goddamn parley. This is not what I need. I need a unit. I need anything. A powder. Some monkey. A single monkey would have done it. A whole 1 monkey. Just 1 monkey. Anything? No? No emotes from this opponent, unfortunately. Just no emotes whatsoever. Oh. AI is stupid decks here than using the last boss in the description. And the AIs are other people? Cannon Hecarim Onslaught is the answer. Onslaught! Ooh, you guys are gonna hand me some fucking spicy deck submissions. Got a gifted sub to them. Gifting random subs? I think so. I got a random sub to a channel that I follow, and I didn't even realize because I never check my Twitch notifications. But yeah, no, other people do it too. There's a Monastery of Harana. Speaking of recalling the cannons. But yes, so that was another learning experience in Bandle. We actually did better against that Lurk deck than I thought we would. I think I might have played the Gangplank too early, but at the same time, he actually did get a decent amount of value. I think the Pandemonium, I've just been struggling with the Pandemonium decks. Also, Vygar, just 1 sec. I'm recapping my experience. I think the Pandemonium decks, I just have really bad luck with drawing the card I need at the right time. Which is, maybe I'm just not believing in the heart of the cards enough. I also didn't see any warning shots. We saw, I think, most, if not all, of our parleys. And actually most of the other cards. I just have trouble getting the rally out early enough. Weon, thank you for the deck submission. New kid, get some rest. Good luck at early work tomorrow. Fuck that noise. But I hope your Friday has an easier time. Rachel! Indeed. So let's see. Let's import Weon's deck. You guys keep handing me stuff. So at this point we have Nashor's, we have Latam, Nashor's, Delizu, Beat Nation, and Weon, all in that order. So we have 5 submissions on top of Vygar's submissions as well. So let's take a look at Vygar stuff. No eating Christmas trees. I will resist any and all impulses to shove a tree branch in my face hole. If that good enough, I hope so. No, wait, as in landmark for 1-drops, as in one that just like buffs 1-drops? How do you mean exactly? Also, Vygar, let me bring up the Instagrams so that I can find the stuff that you sent me, because it does exist now. They actually, they announced, they did announce new Targon cards. Now that I'm on the League of Legends, it's the first post on my Instagram. But I'll look at those later because we do have a submission here. So let's go here and let's go to the cards and then looking at the tier list. So scrolling to the top of the cards and a ton of cards, and then we have the list. So let's start looking at the shit. Into a word chipper would have been hilarious. Does things with the 1-drops. Oh yes, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember the name for the life of me, but I do know which one you're referring to. It's like it has the fearsomer No, that's a different one. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name. Also, the transformation sequence into a woodchipper. Yes, I have. I start doing that thing where I like get armor plates out of nowhere, out of thin air, and then suddenly there's just a chainsaw here, and then I attack a tree. Anyway, Pokemon custom cards. Let's go. Super Rock as a triple region card. I hope they do that someday, and I also hope that they +2 Twisted Tree Line. Is that it? That's a different one, isn't it? That's the Biolemaw card. Forget what I'm saying. Biolemaw has Fearsome, which is why I thought of it, but that's not the landmark. We'll find it eventually. Anyway, Super Rock 9/7 with 3 regions. Seems just like a pretty good chunk. Armadillo. His eyeballs are not where I expect them to be. Round start. If I am the top 10 cards of your deck, then predict 2/8 Lurker in Shurima for 6 mana. I like the in the top cards of the deck. It's like a beneficial trap. So that's pretty cool. It's the reverse of the Caitlyn Timo effects. This one is busted a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Because it's just a free predict at every turn. Bell if it's there. But if you have, 3 copies, it's not going to be too hard to get it there. Especially if you duplicate it or something. Bell Scout with Shadow Isles, Void with Elusive and Scout 3 mana. Elusive Scout in Shadow Isles. And that could be interesting. Decent. I think it's a decent mana cost though. The predict one, the Armadillo. Armadillo. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Attacked Cargo. I like that there's an actual just boat in the background. Countdown 8. Summon a Cargo in Repairing. When I am destroyed by an allied card, summon a Leviathan. So here's the. So there's. Oh, those are the. Oh, the Leviathan is just the. Oh, the Swain boat. Oh, it summons a Swain boat. Okay. It summons the Swain boat. It summons the Swain. Cargo in Repairing, which it can also turn into. If I survive 3 rounds, then I become a giant cargo. Last breath or after being captured, summon a Leviathan with -1/-2. This is the giant cargo. If you have 3 or less allies on board, okay, then summon a City Breaker that deals 1 extra damage. So 2 damage at the start of each turn. And counterfeit copies profession on a top 10 predict trigger might instigate rage from the time a rage quit from the time drain. Oh yeah, that would be a lot of procs. Also it would have to be pretty frustrating for your opponent to just be able to pick what they draw. Like, who needs to believe in the heart of the cards when you can just control the heart of the cards? Big Cannon. Again, I just love that it's a fucking photo. Countdown 2, I deal 3 to a random enemy. That is expensive. But I think it could be a little cheaper for the effect. 3 to a random enemy. Also because it's only 3 damage. Once a round. Oh, this is currently once a round. It says round start. So I don't think it would proc multiple times, if I'm understanding it correctly. Anyway, there's a giant cannon. Fill your board with big cannons. Round start, deal 2 to the enemy nexus and summon a Legion Marauder. 5 would trigger rep. Oh, true. Multiples would cause it to do so. Because I was thinking, if you just have this, but like you can play multiple ones of it. It doesn't say that it exclusively can only happen once. But anyway, so this fills the board with cannons. That's very dangerous because it's only countdown 2. Though I guess if you did it at the end of your turn, survived an attack, and that, or like healed or something, and then just dealt 3 to 6 different targets, it's an interesting, risky maneuver, but it also feels kind of appropriate for Noxus, to be honest. A giant cannon 6/9, or the 2/8 one, the Armadillo. Legion Gunner. When I am summoned, I summon a City Breaker with +2/+0 or a big cannon and advance it by one at random. So it either makes the City Breaker or the cannon. Small cannon. Just a wee cannon. When I am summoned next round start, summon a big cannon with when I am destroyed, summon an exact copy of me. When I'm summoned next round start, with that's destroyed. Oh, so the big cannons also just replace themselves. All right. Tappable allies and other some peace TCG. Oh, tappable allies. Wait, PTCG? Legion Sniper. I know you can tap allies in Magic for like mana and for things in general. Like, oh, if you tap this, it does do a thing. You can't really click on your allies once they're cast. They just generate stuff. Oh, the Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon. I've never played Pokemon. Is it fun? Like, how is it relative to the other things? If you haven't sent the launcher, I have the launcher here. It looks like Levon, the Legion launcher. Legion Sniper though is a 10 cost with a 10/6 with Challenger and Quick Attack. I deal damage to the strongest enemy. I deal damage to the strongest equal to the power. So that does 10 damage to something. Attack someone Levon, the Legion launcher, if you don't have one. So this is the Levon. This is Overwhelm 1/4. Every time I see an ally deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus, I grant +1/+0. Deal 4 to random enemy and 2 to the enemy next to him. Oh, so it's like AoE damage. There's way more combos in card draw. That sounds about right. Runeterra has some interesting mechanics, but it doesn't have the level of interactivity that some other games do, which is not a bad thing. I think it changes the whole like momentum of the game. So huge combos. Levon OP if you have Leviathan on board. Leviathan. Oh yeah. Oh true. Because it's just gonna ping a bunch of times. Oh yeah. So this gets it minimum like +3/+0 with Leviathan. Big Gunner, when I am summoned 2 big cannons. Okay, 5/7 for 8. And then we have a shot, which is a burst. Deal 2 to the strongest enemy and 1 to the enemy next to him. There's that burst damage that could be very risky to introduce. Because I think I was talking about this with the chat a couple streams ago. And by a couple, I mean, I don't remember when. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Time is a lie. Of like having like something like a Pow Pow in the actual game, which is almost is, considering it's 2 damage and 1 to something else, is kind of dangerous. 5 mana deal 2 is fine. It's still a burst spell, but I agree that it is not as bad because the damage is lower. That it reminds me of a burst meteor shower, just very much reduced, because that's what 4 in 1, I think. Pillar Landmark, countdown 4. I summon an exact copy of the 2 strongest allies you played this game. So it's a revive, or like a kind of like a servitude or a chrono break, but just for 2. Too expensive to be consistent enough. Yeah, I think if it was 3, it would be very much too much. 4 would be on the border, but I think I agree at 5. Lena, double attack. Round start, summon a tent. What the fuck is a tent? A tent is last breath, deal 1 to a random enemy for a 0/2. Ah, in the vein of the cards that summon something else when you cast them. There's a thing that summons a 7/4 with impact, I think, right? Coming out in the next set, like that 1/1 for 5 that summons a 7/4. That'll be interesting. 7/3. Okay, 7/3. 7/4 would be a bit too strong. But yeah, that is a big chonker. It's not impossible to remove, but it is a big chunk. And then we have the tier list that I was sent. So I have S tier. A wins the game once leveled up only. Good, kinda bad, and trash, please buff. Okay. Can I open this in a new tab and make it a bit larger? Can I make it larger? That's not super large. I think I can see it though. The balancing of deal 2 to the strongest instead of specific. For this one? Let's see. Oh yeah. No, that actually, yeah, that makes sense actually. Instead of just I have deleted your Bandle City Mayor and something else, it's instead I have poked your enemy, which is also very dependent on your matchup as well. Some things die at 2 damage pretty easily, Draven, and some just live through everything. Um, Flashbacks to the Scargrounds game we just had. But let's take a look at this tier list here. So S tier we have Nautilus, Nasus, Azir, and Poppy. Oh, this is gonna take me a while to get through. I'm just gonna go through this rapid fire. I will not rearrange it because that will take like an hour of discussion. But off the bat, Deep is, I would say, fine. I would say okay, I'm already not going fast because I want to think about this. I think this could be like a separate stream of content, honestly, on its own, which that could be fun to do sometime. I definitely agree with Poppy. Azir's kind of niche outside of Azarelia, and that got nerfed a little bit. Nasus is fine, but he takes a little while to level sometimes, though the stream of cards are always good. Thinking is for the weak only. Scion, have to lose because Nautilus does a lot of stuff. He is very big. But at the point, I think my impression is that at the point at which you play Nautilus, or your opponent is trying to play Nautilus, you're probably already lost a ton of advantage unless you're trying to do puff caps, or you have a vengeance in hand, or some way of countering a whatchamacallit, the deep aspect. 13-13 part of the 12-13. I think his stats are 13 with tough, right? Deep is the sleeper. On level 2, yes, that's what I am thinking of. He is not a 13 with tough upon level 1. That would be insane. Nasus is a soul with immune to Minimorph. True, but you can ping it off relatively easily, though that also requires you do have 2 spells. I don't know if I necessarily agree that it's S tier, but I definitely think it's pretty high. Vi, Gangplank, I would honestly consider Gangplank, and where is the Sejuani? Gangplank and Sejuani I would put closer to A or S. And then, let's see, Taric, I might put lower. Shyvana, I might put higher. Soul, probably about the same. Aurelia is very kind of isolated, though it might have more synergies now with more Ionia cards, so maybe B or A. Jarvan is Demacia. He comes with some good stuff. Might bump him down to B, but he's fine, honestly. Viego, I think, is pretty good up in the A. Sedge is in the 3rd category, but yes, this one. There's the boar woman. I would put her higher, honestly. She's always been kind of useful, I think. Pike makes sense. Who is that? Is that Xerath? There's a Scion. If we see another thing that looks maybe like a Xerath, I will take that back, but I think that's a Xerath. What is that? I can't really see it. There's a Scion, Ziggs, Ashe, Caitlyn, TF, Anivia, Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai lower than a Pike. I mean, in the same category as Pike, I think that's fine. Misfortune, Swain, Talia, Maokai, Lee Sin. Lee Sin is dependent. I might even push him higher. That's Xerath. Okay, I recognize the boy correctly. Malphite might put lower, honestly. He's not used a ton, though. The Grand Slam is useful. Teemo, I would say that the Teemo probably deserves this. Vigar, probably also B-ish. Darkness is good, but I honestly think GP Sedge is stronger. Quinn, I would put Quinn lower, just though if it's probably similar to MF. Best champ starts Scion, Poppy, Zoe, Sedge, Gangplank. Yeah, I think the Sedge and the Gangplank definitely go higher. Scion, I think Scion goes up as well. And then Leona, Zoe. Leona I might put lower. Zoe I would probably put higher than B, because she doesn't really need to level. She generates a lot of value as it is, and the decks you're running her in I think are usually more spell based or just survive, and she gives you options. So let's see, look at the C. There's Garen, Braum, Kench, Jace I would put higher at this point. Echo, Nami probably about that a little higher. I know she got nerfed. Sivir would definitely put higher. Diana might put lower. Soraka maybe lower. Tryndamere about the same. Lysandra maybe higher. Ezreal definitely higher. Lulu higher. Trundle maybe the same. Zed higher. Yasuo lower. Senna higher with the Vigar maybe. Karma higher for spells. Kindred lower. she's just kind of worse Viego at this point. Darius, he's an expensive and a bigger Ruin Runner. Maybe lower. Hecarim, probably about the same. That is, what is that one? This thing. What is that? Why can't, it's Thresh. Duh, it's Thresh. I was like, what's red and green? If this is a person, that's him hunting the person. Thresh is, I think maybe B or C. Fizz, probably about the same. Callista, about the same. Renekton, Nocturne lower. Zillion, about the same. I think Renek about the same. Low because Cell and One Drop at a win con at the same time. Yeah, most champions are low because of Minimorph. That is fair, but I think if you're ranking the champions as just standalone units, personally, I would think less about Minimorph and more about how do they do with the cars that currently exist or compared to each other. But I see your point about Minimorph, because how badly does it hurt if this turns into a 3-3? And can you turn it into a 3-3? Lucian would put maybe higher into C. Lux with Jace maybe higher. Draven definitely higher. Shen probably about the same. Jinx, despite Arcane, probably not doing a ton. In the face of the Scion discard. Lux Taric forever. Does that work? I've never tried playing that. Vladimir probably stay the same. Heimerdinger the same. Riven maybe a little higher. Akshan, I would put much higher. Like B or A, honestly, just because of his value. Though he does die pretty easily, but if he was allowed to get away with stuff, he does kind of do a lot. Rally twice and make a spark, it works. Oh, well, there you go. That definitely sounds like it works. Tristana would definitely agree, not super great, because she's not real to region herself, which, I mean, kind of makes sense, but at the same time, she's sometimes slow. I've drafted her in expeditions a couple of times and been like, this is just taking forever, and she just kind of has quick attack, and that's about it. Fiora, trash, please buff. Fiora, trash, definitely. Please do not buff again, ever. But that's personal opinion. Could she use a buff? I don't know. I think maybe in the face of the current meta, she could be changed, but I mean, that's just going to evolve over time. Let's see, Elise down there. I would put Elise a little higher just because she's not a terrible unit, and the Spooter deck, as much as it is basic, does do stuff. LeBlanc, better in expeditions for sure. Way better in expeditions. Kind of agree with the people at the bottom, though. I want to say Victor should be higher, but he probably shouldn't be. At most, I would put him in the D tier because I like him. Limited to spiders, though. It comes back when Azarelia returns. Sure, yeah, kind of true. I hope it does. I mean, I kind of hope it doesn't, at least not in the form that it used to be. Miss 3 health Fiora. Oh, man. First Fiora and now the Draven. The Draven is the contemporary version of the Fiora for me, I think, of just like, they took a big thing, or not even a big thing, they took a 3 cost and they just made it a little bit smaller. Tons of control decks that use, I mean, it's just Shadow Wilds in general, and the Fearsome, kind of. Put Fiora trash because I mostly hate her. Vyar, we both agree on that one. I think she could probably be scooted up to C. By the way you described tier B of wins the game once it's leveled up only. I mean, that's literally Fiora's whole thing of she wins you the game when she levels up. No, actually, no, it's kind of you. I put her in C at least based on how the other things are arranged for now. But that is my rapid fire. We're not going to sit here for an hour today, at least, debating the values of individual champions. Oh shit! Puffball Panda, hello, welcome back, and welcome to everyone else who's coming in with the raid. Hello, everyone. Jason Sensational raid, hello, welcome. Jay Sensational, yes, I said that correctly. Hello, welcome. He spits everywhere. She's not a bad unit. Barton Thomas, hello, welcome back. And Puffball Panda, I hope you're doing all right. We're looking at a tier list that someone submitted of their impressions of the champion, and I have been commenting upon it. So that's what's been exciting. There are too many 2 mana 3/2s. Wick Snipes, thank you. I did not make this. This is from somebody else. True Monarch LOR, welcome to the chat and to the stream. And welcome, Azir to Hero. Welcome back. We're still here. Isn't that exciting? Thank you. It's been going pretty well so far. We're doing some viewer decks, and then I might play Ruined King later because I still haven't yet done that. But that's Vygar. That's kind of what I would say about the tier list. I'd move a bunch of things, but I think I agree with probably over 60% of your choices here. There are just some champions that I think I see a lot more that I would move around. Last best units in D and the trash list. Okay, I will stand up for Vygar and putting Fiora down here, because welcome to the we don't like Fiora club, though we definitely do like the Fiora players. All of the players are welcome. Fiora can go in the fucking fire in the trash bin. But that's also me loving Victor. So as somebody who wishes Victor was better and was more into the A tier, this is definitely skewed by personal opinion. They put Auction in D tier. That was the one thing that I think was like, you can bump that up to A. I like Auction a lot, and also he's kind of good. Sivir Auction existed, but Vygar, I'd still see your point. Elise probably Vygar. Elise probably S2. Yeah, the things that people were pointing out were definitely let's see, the Zoe could be higher. I think the Sion could be higher. I thought Ezreal maybe could go up, and Lulu. I mean, honestly, if you're running Poros, Braum, Nami, Lux, Riven, Akshan, maybe, and then Fiora, potentially LeBlanc in Expeditions, but that's not a constructed thing anyway. So win 1 out of 9 games, it will be an achievement. Sentinels control Aurelion deck, decent-ish. Fair enough. Depot P, Glassman over there with the turbo deep stuff. But yeah, Vygar, there's my impressions. There for you are my impressions of your tier list. As usual, thank you for the tier list and for the custom cards. A good time, and you've sparked a lot of discussion on this one. But yeah, thank you for the submissions as always. Nasus outside of Nasus Stress is more like C tier. Vygar is right anyway. I mean, who doesn't love a good Susaning? Did someone message me? I don't. Okay, I'm gonna check that later. Sometimes people message me on stream, which is fine. You're welcome to do so, but just know that your messages may show up on the stream. I can't wait for the first day until I get a passive-aggressive message. That's how I feel about emotes. I'm displaying your and ropers. I'm displaying your passive-aggressiveness to the universe. You're welcome. But anyway, let's continue with our viewer deck submissions for now. We have done, and hopefully Yoda's deck. Speaking of spooters, actually, let's do the Tom Goes deck that I got a couple of days ago and see how that does. Oh yeah, this is I think they just sent me the base spooter deck in general. Recorded for later. You're welcome to Lizu. Truly, the Susaning is just perfect. Did I ever finish the list you sent me, Martin Thomas? I have indeed not done that yet. Look at me go. I'm planning to still do A tomorrow. Speaking of, for all of the new people, I'm planning to do a LOR A to Z starting on Fridays every week. And just going through some less played, more obscure, doesn't see the light of day too much cards for every letter of the alphabet. Because there's just like Errol the Tracker, for instance. Like, nobody fucking plays that. So I'm probably going to try and build a deck around that. Also, Martin Thomas, I have not. I will try to do that before we hit S, which I don't think will happen anytime soon, because it's once a week. But I will definitely finish it out. Vygar, thank you for coming by. Have a good rest of your evening or your day. Actions value lies in his stats and not landmarks. Or landmarks and not stats. I said the opposite of what that. Yes, that I agree with. Akshan's warlord stuff is more important than the Akshan, usually, because it's the predict and the draw, and then also the if you can get the horde off, that's kind of nice. Maokai was in there, I believe. I have closed the tab, but I can return the tab to existence, and I definitely think the Maokai was in there. Was it in there? It was. Where's the Maoku? I remember. There he is. There he is in B tier next to the Lee Sin. So we found the Maokai. He was in the list. He does exist. His account like birds. Birds indeed. All right. Anyway, we have a viewer submission. I'm blind too. Sometimes I don't even remember what my cards in my hand do while I'm live in a game. So welcome to the We're All Forgetful, and just sometimes need reminders that things do exist, because that's how I feel a lot of the time. Also, I forgot to mention, but Wiley Wesley, if that's how I'm pronouncing your username, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Anyway, this is from Let Tom Go, and I think this is just Spood. So I'm gonna import the Spood and play said Spood. How is Spood today? Let's see. I dodge sarcasm all the time. I fucking juke sarcasm like nobody's business. Let's see here. Truly sarcastic people impress me because I don't have that level of understanding a situation. Deep decks, pirate circle, depth decks. Hapless aristocrat, rearguard, saboteur, precious pet, horror, Elise, glimpse beyond, house spider, imperial demolitionist, vile feast, arachnoid sentries, frenzy skitterer, might, Noxian Trevor, arachnoid host, decimate, decisive maneuver, brood awakening, Darius, and Captain Farron. We just play the aggro, boys. I think. Let's go play some aggro with our new board. Where did it go? This one is it. Hi, we have a Darius. Let's see. Let's go with this loadout. Do I have anything that's more aggressive for the Darius? I really don't. I have the cute things. Let's just pick a cute thing and go from there. This is punchy. Darius is punchy. Okay. Let's see. Lamaukai. Oh, Talizu, you caused me a bit of pain. All right. We're all dumb here. It's fine. Struggling with object permanence, sarcasm, we got it all. It's fine. We're doing great. Chat, we're doing hot. I have things! Darius, Swain, Gangplank. Is that constructed? Or is that... I think that's actually not a pre-made deck. So I'm gonna be over here playing Mesputer in ranked, I just realized, which is great. Which is fantastic. Roar. Oh, spin to win. Oh, I know what's fucking coming. I know what's fucking coming. Weon, I have learned what your plans are. Alright, I need to back it up. I need to make some space. I need to end the round so I don't accidentally rope. For the Maska! My neighbors are gonna be so confused one day. She's gonna be like, why is this bitch doing all of these things? And the answer to that question is I don't have answers for you. Okay. All the times you slept in class? That's extremely fair. Let's see, I kind of want to block here, I think, actually, because we get another unit out of it. We'll have a Voyal Feast Drain. I can also just play an Elise, which seems pretty hot here. Hellspawn 28, we're coming for you. I got a Darius. I'm gonna play this though, because you don't have anything that can block my Fearsome at the moment. Haha! Hellspawn, let's go. That also cannot block my Fearsome. So I'm just gonna go with that and generate a Spood. Make him a Spood! Pretty hot here. She also loves a good seasoning. True facts. Ah, that does hit me though. That's fine. I have a drain. Let's see. You need 3+ other spiders. I could just drain this, go back to full, and hopefully level my bitch. That's a good question. I mean, that's really the most important. Just, did they die painfully? Because that's what I want to know here. Thank you, Elise. We got the spooders. Schlurp. To which is the Schlurp? Is it the Elise Schlurp? Foundations, level ups. Oh, from like the base champions that they give you and stuff. It's a pretty good one, not gonna lie. That one keeps hitting my Nexus for a lot. Okay, that definitely goes next turn. Here we can probably just stun a thing, I think. Probably that 2-3 maybe. And then we can drop a Skitterer next turn, which should make everything... I mean, nothing can block anyway because this all has Fearsome. That's exciting. I'm gonna avoid damage though, I think. None of that does a thing, anything upon attack. And then we should just be able to Skitterer and swing. Speaking of Elise here. Come on. Come on. Max Spood! Okay. That's rude of you. That's very rude of you. Excuse you. Well, at least you only have one unit that can attack. That is something. Alright. That's the one they nerfed Disciple that they gave 1 -1 HP instead of 1 -1 damage. And then the Targon Grant started popping up. Gotta love the Targon! Excellent. Excellent. We have even more options for attacking. Boop. Let's see. Let's put the fearsome things... Well, doesn't matter. I was about to be like, let's put them at the end, but that's just futzing around for no reason. So this lives. That dies, probably. This lives. That lives. The 2-1 also lives. He just took lethal. GG! Who remembered the Skitterer buffed itself? I don't remember that. Did it used to? What a time. Okay. Let's see. Let's move right along. So that was the Spooter deck. We actually saw both of our champions at least in hand, if not on the field. And this is the base Spood deck. So I think I'm gonna leave the Spood deck there. Let me now pull in Gnasher's Tooth's next deck. Then we have Talizu, Beat Nation, and Weon. Ooh, shit, there might be time to do some Ruined King later! Also, thank you for the video request. What's the deal with Pantheon? That's a 31-minute video. Okay. Alright. Yes, Talizu, I can stop watching the video at 17 minutes. Let's do this. Let's wrap up our deck submissions for the day. I will try to go as spoodily as possible. And then we will watch the video, and then I will boot up Ruined King for the remainder of what time I have before I need to go fucking sleep, because I have work tomorrow. Though, I will also be back tomorrow with the kicking off that A to Z series that I mentioned, and then I can probably hang around for a while afterwards, because no work Saturday, as I mentioned before, and then we can just play even more Runeterra and or Ruined King, and maybe some TFT, because I keep saying that I'll do that, and then I don't. Because I am a good time management. Not a good person, just a good time management. Anyway, I'll mark it down as 17 minutes. So we'll do some more decks, and then we'll do some lore. I need to import a deck. 17s will focus on League of Legends animations. Oh, I mean, animations are pretty, so I'm not gonna complain about that. But fair enough. We can skip to see if there are any interesting, exciting, best animations. Large Starboy, what do you want? What's in this deck? Gnasher's Tooth just keeps throwing stuff at me, and I don't remember what any of it is. Woo! Portal Cannon, Financier, Telescope, Diversion Paths. Oh, okay. I detect. Yep. Forge of Tomorrow, Aloof, Jace, Star Shaping, Targon's Shock Blast, Sunburst, Pharaoh's True Shot, Karina, Soul, Evolution, Skies Descend. This is a mess, and I love it. Let's do the Targon's Peak, Jace, Aurelian Soul deck. And hopefully we get that True Shot Barrage proc. Of in-game models. To be fair, that is not necessarily something we need to see on stream. Not that it isn't interesting. I'm still continually impressed by the amount of fucking animation work that goes into literally everything involving Riot stuff. But we want the lore today. I'm assuming that's the first 17 minutes of just the lore. Okay. What do we got here? We have Poppy Jace. 1 to 30 is a joke. What 1 to 30 are you talking about? My first thought was the ages of 1 to 30, but I'm assuming that's not what our opponent means. I don't know what our opponent means. There's the Jace and Travelers. He's playing the Poppy Jace. We're gonna be in some trouble. Ooh, this is an expensive deck and a hand. For 17 minutes is lore-based. Got it. He's gaining mana. We should maybe put a Forge Chief in here instead of some of this. We probably don't need 3 Skies Descend. Oh, we need draw. Ooh, we're gonna lose hard. Unless he lets us fadoodle around until we get a Skies Descend, which is not gonna happen. So, I'm prepared to take damage. There's the blocker. That blocks. I am absolutely gonna play fucking Arel the Tracker. Arel, something. You bet I am. Let's. None of these are exactly what I need. What do we have? We have a soul. I could take a give it all in the hopes of maybe one day casting a soul. I'm thinking of running it with some kind of Targon buff, Targon Noxus thingy, because I want to see her hitting stuff and removing the board. I need to block. I need to stop dying to the shirtless dudes. Lots of shirtless happening. That's a bit of a problem. Not normally a problem, but today indeed it is a problem. Fun facts. I don't really have any 6-cost spells that I can cast in the near future. So I'm gonna cast a Jace with Quick Attack and then Hope. Hope is a good motivator. Okay. Also, I bought this board today because I wanted to use more of my coins, and I really like the music and the vibe from it. I listen to a lot of EDM naturally, so this is just very satisfying to me. His name is Axel. Why does that not surprise me? Okay, we have 8 mana. There's the... Oh my god, we have the thing. I don't think we have anything else to help us live, but we have the peak. Hi! What's doing? You're great. Hi, everything's wonderful. We're gonna block the most amount of damage. We don't die to a shock blast yet. We do come fucking close to dying to a shock blast though. So I'm just gonna hope this makes something reasonable free. Thank you. I'm glad you think it is a good board. I am slowly but surely increasing my collection. There's an Otterpuss. Howdy doody. Oh no, oh, it doesn't matter. That does matter. Well, no, it doesn't. The effects matter, but the increase to my spell cost matters absolutely not. That can block. Nothing else it can block. Okay. That's a free Oh, okay. I'll take a free Pharaohs, to be honest. There's a Jace. Beautiful. A beauteous situation to be in. There's a Shellfolk. We're just getting... Oh, it made the Shellfolk free. I have regrets. Oh, regrets. Oh, regrets. Regrets. That's not a good time. I can't do really any of my spells either. Because I want to do this while the soul's down. So I think I just drop... Maybe the Haloof Travelers? It doesn't reduce damage, though. I think we're just dead unless he lets... Unless this becomes free somehow. So I'm just gonna do what I can. Which is a limited number of things. Okay. We need, I think, to maybe put in an extra peak and an extra diversion paths of really great targets. I don't know if Gnasher's Tooth put anything in here for that. I think because we're running Piltover, maybe a Rummage would be nice. Because then we can dump 2 for only 1 extra card. So I might do that in the future. As in the next game. Because I don't think we're winning this one. Sadly. My heart is broken, but I don't think we're winning this one. Yep, we're fine. Everything is absolutely fine. There's only 7 mana over there. His Jace is only about to level. Also, Ice Mirage. I am indeed remembering to consume dihydrogen monoxide. Thank you for asking. Ice Mirages, I hope you too are filling your physical form with that good double hydrogen 1 oxygen comp. It's a good comp to experience. We're just dead here. Also, welcome to the stream in the chat. Hope you're enjoying your time here. There's a, oh, please let me cast it. Oh please! Oh my god, we're gonna be able to cast it. We're actually gonna be, something might have spell shield. But that's fine because I have burst something. No, okay, that's fine. That got spell shield because of course it fucking did. But we're fine, everything is fine. It's a free skies to send. The opponent should surrender. I don't think they will. Boom, goodbye, board state. Okay, it's still an 8-6, but we now have a 3-3. I have a 3-3 in my hand, and now we can start dumping things that aren't useful for us, which is also fantastic. I want to cast the Glorious Evolution, but I'm a little more worried about my HP right now. We can also cast this to force him to drop something. I think probably the best, though, would maybe to be drop the Karina, play the Forge and the Aloof Travelers this turn. I'm not dropping the Soul. I don't know how much the Karina is going to help us, though, because I actually want to draw a bunch of our stuff. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. There's only one anyway. Let's do the Forge, I think. 4-0 cannon into, I think so. Though I still want to do that on top of the Soul, but I think yes, that is the eventual plan. Play these, hopefully scoot out a skull. Hopefully scoot out a skull, and then do the other stuff, the give it all. I know, I can't, this of course got the spell shield out of everything on his board. The Forge Workers, the Jace, no, Shellfolk fucking goat over here. Oh boy, oh block, everybody block. At least he suffered from that Skies Descend. Thank you Targon's Peak. That is a free purple berry. That's fine, honestly. I could not be bothered. I am a little bothered, but that's also still fine. This makes, I really wish I could drop the Aloof as well, but unfortunately no. Has an Aloof in their hand. Oh, from the prank, you are correct. At least we are now being able to cast this on turn. If we drop the Glorious Evolution, I'll be sad, but I think the Give It All kind of makes up for it because we can cast that regardless of what happens here. Supernova, we don't behold any Celestials, though we will start doing so relatively soon, as in immediately. So I think we could, right beyond, no, we can't cast any of these. I think maybe just the Supernova. No Mini-Morph. True, though he needs to get through the spell shield on that, so he'd need 2 of them in a row, which is difficult, relatively speaking. So, yeah, I think we just give it all and try here. Does he have 2 of them? There's 1. He can't do anything more now. Mini-Morph is a lie. Mini-Morph doesn't exist, so he's discarding the Glorious Evolution, which is absolutely fine, because now I will have 10/10 Poros, and also everything will be elusive, and have quick attack, and have fury, and it will be glorious. We don't need the Glorious Evolution to be glorious. GG, sir. We did it. Give It All is immaculate. It is a pretty good card. Your brain has producing hormones that result in the situation humans call enjoyment. I'm glad I can inspire such reactions regardless of how delayed they may be. Okay. Let's see here. We got it on the first try. We have other deck submissions and maybe some Ruined King to get through today, so I'm gonna just keep blitzing through these. Talizu, I see you have a deck. Let me import it as well. I see Draven Shurima. Okay, this is a viewer. This is from Talizu. Sand and Draven's Crack is what I'm gonna name this deck. Excellent. Where did I put the Sand and the Draven's Crack? I put it down here under Talizu. Let's do it. It is Mono Draven? Mono Draven! Mono Draven it is! Soothsayer on the Draven! Yes! Yes, perfect! You did promise me a Mono Champ deck! I got it now! Grappling Hook. That's a Vision. I need the Grappling Hook now. Okay. Let's see here. We have Rite of Calling, Preparations, Draven's biggest fan, Scrying Sand, Soothsayer, Absolver, Draven, Grappling Hook, Vision, Whirling Death, Golden Ambassador, Ruined Reckoner, and Ruin Runner, Siphoning Strike, Survival Skills. Interesting. I need to wrap my head about this for, love the Fiora bait and switch. It could have been tier 0, yeah. But unfortunately, the 3-2 does exist. Though we have the survival skills now, so I mean, we can discard that, hopefully. All right. You'll survive when the robots are killing us all. I agree, yes. I think so. Ice Mirages has the robot revolution fucking on lock. And also, Ice Mirages, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chaos that is me and the stream. Anyway, so we draw, we predict, we draw, we predict, we protect, we protect, we punch, we punch with the man. We remove, we buff, we remove, we draw, maybe, potentially, Allegiance, oh god, Ruined Reckoner, a free attack, okay, Ruin Runner, a free Darius, Siphoning Strike, removal, and the survival skills. I will try to do this justice, I may not. Oldest line of play is Ancient Prep into 1/1 into Rite of Calling on 3. Oh, for the draw off of the 2/2. Honestly, that's pretty fair. Let's see if we can get a Draven. Do you want to change stages for this? Oh, I did get another stage that I want to show off because I had the Nightshade Shrine for a while because I wanted this one for ages. And then I also got the Festival Shrine, which is definitely not Draven's vibe, but I want to use it now, so we're going to. And then I still don't have anything Noxus related, so I'm just gonna pick Shurima and we're gonna go. Yes. Perfect. We got it. Do you like Draven and Grappling Hook? Yes, because the blades is kind of nice. Do we go wide enough to have triple vision in the list? I'm not sure, but we can fucking try it. Is it possible? So let's see what I think. Ice Mirage, thank you for the deck code. Let me import that. Vision is needed as a perma attack buff on only champ. It gives Soothsayer more teeth. Yeah, the Soothsayer is kind of bland as it is. But let's see, this is Ice Mirages. So we have now, after this, Beat Nation, we on an Ice Mirages. I'm moving through the deck submissions today. Look at me go! Alright, let's do this. Oh. I'm so excited for it to be Friday. Works. Work's been a lot this week. One of the other people who, like, has the same position that I do, that we work together a lot, she's been out for a month, so I've just been doing a lot of stuff. Maybe I keep these two in hopes of finding a thing. Let's see what he plays first, maybe. There's a Ruin Runner and a Grappling Hook. Ah, Shurima! Literally only Shurima. Let's see. Let's do this for now. Draven! We found the Draven. He's coming down on 3, but that's alright. The artwork, not the effect. The art is pretty good. The people of Shurima look like they're a good time. That's fine. Give me my 2/2. We have our champion already. There's a Ruined Reckoner. There's a Crimson Curator. That's a lot of things happening. 2 damage over there, huh? I think I can drop a Draven here. Could also just tank another 2 damage and see here. That's not too bad, actually. Take 2 from the 2/3, block the 3/2 if he attacks with it, or he just goes with the 2/3. That surviving damage, yes, but doesn't super matter, I think. That should be fine, and then we can still Draven. We can still play our Axeman. We also have a Reckoner, which would be fucking hilarious. We don't have survival skills anymore. There's a Vision. Oh, that's fine, actually, I think. Wreck and Axe as a level Draven. Yes, you are correct. And we can also discard the vision here. Don't kill it. Oh, is he killing it? He's killing it. I can do nothing about that, unfortunately. Ha! Ha! Okay, we're fine. Let's see. I feel like I can't really do this now. Because now this just dies to the 3-2. Very sad. The coming in clutch. Apparently, I can't really do anything now because if I do this, it just dies to the 3-2 anyway, and I don't want it to. Ah! Sadness. Straying sand saves. Oh, you're right. I could have done that. Like, yeah, I could have cleared 2 things off of his board that way. Ah, mistakes again. Oh my god, mistakes again. I mean, now is it important to save it now? Yeah, I mean, we kind of want the predict again, I guess, for the Draven. That was a mistake, though. That was definitely a mistake, not playing it the previous turn. There's a Rite of Calling and another Ruin Runner. Probably the Rite of Calling. We can kill the Reckoner, I guess. We still have the Vision discard. Whirling Death is fine. We have Ruin Runner coming down this turn, actually. So we'll just do that. Save Reckoner from blocks. How was Scrying Sands save Draven from Death's Hand? The Scrying Sands wouldn't have saved the... I don't think he meant the Draven. I think Sulizu meant the 4-3, if I'm understanding correctly. Alright, you can go. The spell shield should be helpful here. I think, hopefully. Yeah, Reckoner, not the Draven. Hello, Dragon. What do you do when I click on you again? Oh, yes, it's the thing. Oh, yes! Legion Veteran! Hello! Is it? Legion Veteran is still the only officially confirmed... Oh, right, we lost that because of the... I could destroy a Mana Gem. Discard... We're not quite leveling the Draven anymore. I think I'm just gonna try and get it. These pork chocks you ate are fucking with your cognition. What kind of chonk-ass pork chops were those? Or like, what kind of poisonous pork chops were those? I have questions. Dies to the siphoning. Kill it with a siphoning strike. Yeah, probably before more Crimson units come down, and also just to buff our Draven when we can more effectively draw him, I think. Yes? We want the biggest Draven possible! Just Talizu cackling in the background. We must make the boy a chonk. We must make you, what is it, a 5-4 now? I think so. I think it is indeed a 5-4. That's a 5-5. Can I wait here? I think I can. Pork chops were thin and added too much black pepper. Oh, yeah, having a lot of spice can do a lot of things, honestly. Keep the crimson trim, just keep control it a bit more. Those fuckers tasted good, but were they spicy? Oh, spicy food also does that to me. He has 1 mana in hand. Either I kill the 5-5 or he kills his 1-2. Probably just kills the 5-5. Axe into grappling hook next turn. Ah, true. Can I kill another thing with the Shurima stuff? There's another grappling hook, which is also not terrible. I was eating a burrito the other day, and the thing about the way the place that we order burritos from works is they insist upon... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna go hard, and we're gonna kill that 5-5. Coughing for 2 minutes straight. Oh no. We could discard a vision. I might just discard a grappling hook, maybe. Because we have 2 of them. There's still 1 left in the deck. I think, right? And I think we can Rite of Calling to draw the Draven for the next turn. Added too much seasoning. Yeah, so I was eating a burrito the other day from this place that we like to order from, and the thing is that the burritos are delicious, but what they do is they put it on a bed of like pepper and carrot for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's like a traditional thing, but they put pepper at the bottom, and I'm usually very careful to like take them out because they're like kind of hot peppers. At least for me. For me personally, they are relatively hot peppers. That's 4 damage to my face, which is not ideal. But we'll be fine. Or we could draw... Oh, we could actually try drawing a Draven here, but I think I'm just gonna take the damage. And I accidentally missed one that was like buried in a flap of the burrito, so my body was just completely dying. It was just like, this is too much. Why have you done this to me? And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... You didn't attack. That's a little weird. I'm surprised. But I will do this, I think. And then we draw the Druve. Yeah, there's the dude with the 5-4. It did taste really good. It is a very good burrito place. It's just, it was also painful for me personally. Okay, don't kill him. That's so many fucking goddamn Crimson units! Oh my god! I'm in pain. I'm gonna discard this and give the Druven a little bit of a buff. And then you guys are both 7 power, which is wonderful. And then I have Absolvers to save stuff. I can't save that though, but at least the 6 damage, 7-4. We're still at 18, so we're not horribly dead. We're just a little dead. I'd have to buff it by 3, which would mean I can't physically do that because the Absolver isn't leveled yet. Seeing Draven that big is weird. Am I not good with spicy food? I'm not super great with spicy food, though that's mostly because I didn't eat it growing up. I like it now, but my mom didn't whatsoever, so we just never really had much of it. I can save my Draven from anything! From anything! That's a lot of dudes! Ow, my whole life. My whole being. Okay, alright. Scar grounds for both of us. Himmels, welcome back to the chat in the stream. Himmels has got the Crimson units covered, it would seem. Let's see. I could discard this and boop boop boop. I'm gonna boop boopity boop. And then we should have a leveled Draven, which means we can double Absolver him for a lot of damage. We're gonna make him the largest Draven that there ever was. And that's all. We might lose anyway, but we're gonna make him large. What does she mean by real black pepper? Like the peppercorns? Something else? Top deck Reckoner. Alright, I've got Shroom Priestess summons the ruined Reckoner. That's the survival skills. I am not necessarily opposed. Yeah, what is fake pepper, to be honest? Can we make him large? Okay, Talizu, in the name of making the Draven, the biggest Draven we have ever seen. I don't care if he has Nox. I'm just gonna make him. I'm just gonna use every single spell that I possess on the Draven. Does it matter if he dies? Absolutely not. This is just the most beautiful thing anyone has ever witnessed, and that's the end of that. It is a 16-6. Deal with me now, bitches. He can't actually save himself by taking only 13 damage. Yep. We were 1 short. We were only 1 short. Everything is fine. He has the Scorched Earth that kills it completely. I was hoping you wouldn't have that. Damn it. The Crimson units are getting the best of us. Oh. Okay. He was a little, oh, fuck you! Oh my god, fuck you! Okay, Soothsayer, you are a wonderful, beautiful woman. Or whatever you choose to identify as. But fuck you! Also, fuck the Soothsayer! Because if we had drawn it a turn before, I could have played it, and I could have not had my Draven die to a Scorched Earth. I'm gonna have this to you happen to me as well when I play yours, Ice Mirages. That is extremely expected. I welcome the greatest memes, which means that I also lose in the most fantastic of ways. that usually involve LP, which is indeed the best way to lose anything. If I'm not losing LP, did I really lose a game? There's an Ezreal Victor. Someone's running Victor in ranked. I approve. I also need something that isn't any of these cards. Help. Help. Small help. A small help, please. Small help. Draven! Draven! Oh, thank you, Draven. Oh, this is the only time in which I will be excited to see a Draven. What are you playing? The Prowling Cutthroat. Let's see. Not bad for blind playing mono Draven. I mean, I did look at the deck list, so it wasn't entirely blind. Also, I'm sorry, I didn't respond to that before. He is good at fucking. Oh, fucking me over, specifically. Kept right for the preparation. Oh, Rite of Calling. Fair enough. Your attack on odds as well? Yes. Whirling Death into hand. Fair enough. I'm gonna try this. We do have the survival skills if he dare Mystic Shot him. If he dare possess a Mystic Shot, we have an answer. And then I will still punch him in the face, which is exciting. It's good to bank 2 axes. Rather than get too eager. Fair enough. I think he can attack here, though. I mean, if he dies to a Mystic Shot, he dies now. How they allowed Draven to be a 3/3 for so long as Jinx is a 4 mana 4/3. And has nothing to do other than quick attack before leveling. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a fair point. Jinx is a weird unit. Also doesn't see a ton of stuff, especially since, you know, Scion stepped onto the field, because emptying your hand is one thing. Just discarding power, though, with the fucking Noxus units is a lot better. Yasuo used to be a 4/3? He has 2 mana over there. I am real fucking I can't do that, actually. I can't siphoning unless I use an axe. And he won't be striking in that instance. But I clearly want to kill that before it starts getting buffs. I don't think I can, though. I could Ruined Reckoner into an attack with the Midnight Raid. Grappling Hook Axe. True. I think I could also do the Siphoning Strike Axe, though, right? And then buff his power here. We just drop 1 mana. Is the thing. Oh, but it still counts as a strike. I'm gonna risk, I think, the siphoning here. Oh, we can drop a grappling hook regardless, I think. Buff the Draven. Poke the Draven. Oh, we still have a mana anyway, actually. So we still have the scrying regardless. And then we have siphoning here and here, hypothetically. Scrying Sands 2 and 6 mana. Scrying the Victor? Or sorry, which unit? Level of condition is a problematic one. The just not being able to have cards in your hand in general. Fair enough. 2 grappling hooks instead of the siphoning. Okay, that should be fine. He struck with 1, so he should level. We could also just Reckoner. Oh, we don't have a Whirling Death if we do that. But this is a free attack, and we still have the survival skills, so I'm kind of inclined to go ham here. Though we lose the ability to have a Whirling Death, but I still think it's probably worth, because we can respond at burst speed to anything else he has, right? And he only has dinky 1/1s at the moment. So I think this should be fine. And then you're a 5/4, so you don't die as easily to stuff. You just okay, that's fine. That's okay enough, honestly. I'll accept this. Okay, and then you can go, and then We can discard probably the sands here, I think. Yeah, axe him first. Discard a sand. Pop that here. Bap-a-da-boop. Burst the thing. We can discard a survival skills if we really need to. It looks like we may not. So there's a 7-5. And then we can attack again. Draven time indeed. Draven, Draven, Draven. I never thought I'd be chanting that ever in my entire life. What is this? That is a iterative improvement. That doesn't save your unit, which is fine. Bap-a-da-boop, thank you. Now he is overwhelmed and we can go swing again and we still have the survival skills. It's an exciting day to be alive. Cool party because he looks like Zoolander. Oh shit! I can actually see that though. I feel like his sense of style definitely communicates a bit of the Zoolander vibe. I hold the axe as an attack here. I can't buff him to lethal, so I think so. Draven is hot. I mean, fair enough. I've never been super attracted to him because of his personality, but fair enough. Yeah, so he wouldn't have been able to kill there, even with Overwhelm. We still have a grapple strike, though. There's another Neandroid. They do have augment. So hot. I mean, he does have pretty well-defined muscles. There's a Ruin Runner. You're also a source of lethal damage, which is very exciting. That is gonna grant lethal, which I genuinely don't think we give a shit about. There are no shits given. Because that will be 2, 4, 5, 8 elusive damage, and that should be it. So I'm just gonna plop a Ruin Runner and pass. Much better with Akshan. Oh, for the targeting and the Warlords. I think it was meant to be mono champion, but yes, it would be better. It would be better, just because we have all of this in the grappling hooks and the stuffs. There's a vision. I'm gonna be mean and cast that vision. Discard, boop. And boop. And then we can just, I think, keep doing this. We have a survival skills. Axe for axe. Discard an axe for an axe? Or is it an axe for Akshan, do you mean? I'm just gonna go with this for now. It's negative 15. I don't think we really need a ton else. I'm just gonna try and punch him. Yep. Reconfiguring persona? Okay. We have also a Whirling Death. Time to Whirling Death, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's still fucking perished, which is fine. 5 mana over there. More. Fire every single laser. Is this a fast spell? I kind of hope it's a fast spell just so I can so I can use the chin. I am absolutely using the chin. Use to the chin. Time to chin! I can also discard and grant 1 more +1/+0 to rub it in, and then it's a 10-5. Yes, chin to win. Spin to win, old news. Chin to win is really where it's at in gaming right now. There we go. Halo Infinite, does it have a chin? I'm not interested. Mustache rides. We're just riding that mustache to victory. All right, we did it. 1 more deck submission successfully over. Now we have Beat Nation's deck. So now we're into the ones that I believe were submitted today. So Beat Nation, Weon, and Ice Mirages. Mechanized Mimic is a cool win con to build around. I agree. I wish people used it more, but I understand why they don't. Okay, I have many decks. It's also amazingly not all from Nasher's 2 today, which is amazing. Let's import this. Oh, I think Beat Nation consistently submits a similar, if not the same deck, which, you know what? I'm okay with. Hammer Yordle. Redux. Okay. Let's do this. I think this is Poppy Z, if I'm not misremembering, which is just the meta. Also, Talisia, thank you. I'm glad I piloted it to your satisfaction, and if I didn't, we did get a win, so yes, in my book. In my book, at least. Cadragrin, Swiftwing, Spirits, Poppy. Oh, it's Poppy. Oh, it's just Poppy? It's just Poppy. It is a mono Poppy. I lied to you all. It's just Poppy. Okay, let's do the mono Poppy. We're moving along. I'm not hallucinating. There is only a Poppy in there. What a fucking time. Where did it go? Here it is. Yes, I think we can stick with the pink for sure. Let's do Ellie because she's adorable. And then I have the Poppy sleeve. So let's also do that because it is also adorable. And let's go ahead and up some more ranked. Okay. Actually, on that note, I hope we don't end up against Poppy Zed. Because I don't think we have enough. Swan Ronson is our opponent here. Okay, Ross, Swan Ronson, which I'm never going to pronounce correctly. Hello. Don't kill me too fast, please, though I do have the Yordle in question and some other stuff that is very spicy indeed. Hooray! Ooh, very spicy. Ooh, time to spice it up. Okay. There's a warning shot. Already, it doth begin. Oh, that Jagged Busher. Kind of hate most Poppy decks now. Poppy's luck because I find it not a bad luck stack. I love Poppy's personality. I've come to like Poppy's personality a ton. Poppy as a unit that does buffing of the stuff can go away somewhere else. That's another warning shot. Hi! Hello, there's another Jagged Butcher. We're really gonna take some damage. I'm over here with a small child. Be nice to my small child, please. Uses the same game plan? Yes. I mean, there's not a ton else that you can do, to be perfectly honest. Is that worth saving? I could just kill it and then play... I actually don't have a ton of other stuff to do here. We have a Nopify and an Aegis in future turns. I think I might use it here. I don't want to lose my Witch. He could have other removal for the Witch, but I don't want to lose it immediately. Because the rest of our hand without units is just gonna die immediately. Restoring personality is in your top 10. I mean, it's kind of a great story and everything. She's just adorable. She's just so cute. There's a Make It Rain. I am going to be plundered once more. That is okay, I think. I could have nopified it, but I feel like there are better nopified targets. That gives a buff. Gives 2 buffs. It's a 2-2 with a 2-2 now and a 6-3. Talking about Poppy is a likable person with neat lore, and if followers have a good array of personalities. That Kay is so good she should be a champion. Wait, Kay? Wait, which one? Poppy the card is slightly overtuned. Yeah, I think if it granted less of a wide board presence, it would be okay. But right now it's just, do you want to have a small thing? Here's even more. Echo's follower. Oh, yes, yes. Is that the perfectionist, or is that something else? Oh boy, hi, hello. How's it going? 4 of 5. We're gonna see a level happen for sure. I'm gonna play a barrier here, I think. Boop. Don't damage my thing. Practical perfectionist. Yes! Oh, she deserves more attention. I agree. Is the homies. I also agree. That's gonna hit my Nexus and level, which I don't particularly want, and I have a 2 Nopify. So I'm a Nopify, and he only has 2 mana, and I can't Aegis, but that's, I think, fine. I think our board presence is pretty good here. He can't attack with that. He can't attack with this, but it's the same effect of the Poppy blocks and kills it, so I think we're okay. We have a Protege. He has 2 cards. I still have another Nopify. If he dare do other things. Let's see. You're at 1 of 3. This will be 2 of 3. I think we can Aegis and Rally again afterwards. So, bap-a-da-boop, 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 bap-a-da-beep, bap-a-da-boop. Take all of the things. We'll get 2 out of 3. We have Denies. We can slap an Aegis on it, and then attack again. I think that's alright. Let's see. Melt from her cuteness. She is pretty fucking cute. Prismatic K one day just for the character. Good use of shards. Oh, yes. I agree. Definitely a good use of cards. He's probably gonna level his Gangplank here. I don't super care. I care a little bit because I am worried about my HP, but I think we're still relatively fine. That's not necessarily damage, so I'm gonna play a protege. He has too many muscles in his arm. I'm just gonna leave it there. He's building board state. I am gonna barrier and rally, of course. We could barrier the challenger thing, but I think this is better. Well, we can barrier. Now we barrier the Poppy for sure, I think. And then we take a thing and then we swing at him. We take his elusive so the 3/3 goes through for free, I think. There's a warning shot. So the Gangplank does level and we cannot stop him. Knitted Prismatic by hand is Jinx. I've made some of my champions Prismatics because if I thought they'd like deserved it. Or like if I just like played them enough to be like, ah, yeah, no, they really should get something over there. They really deserve at least like 1 or 2 things. That's a lot of stuff. I like the stuff. I like the sound of the stuff happening. Hammer Yordle for the win. Because it's cheaper than the champ. That's also very fair. Someone, oh, Martin Thomas, you were the one who was like, why didn't you fucking Prismatic the El Nook? He's at 4, he has a Gangplank, I have counters. Okay. Okay. You're a pretty good buffer now. You're also what, 11-7, which is 9-7. It's pretty hard to deal with. I don't think he can deal 10 damage in 1 turn, but I should watch my words because it's still Bilgewater. Really should watch my words here. Okay, not gonna lie, this deck's doing a pretty good job of the we go wide and we go Demacia. Is also really rare. Why wouldn't I? Oh, yeah, there's the thing I was afraid of. Also really rare. I mean, you don't usually have to stick around long enough to see it, kind of thing, you know? Like, you don't usually need to wait to see it. He has 1 card left. I'm just gonna play another unit, and then I think we just swing next turn. Unless he has a plunder, but, which would be saddening. I think we just try and... That's 2 damage to all enemies in the Nexus. So if we do this, we go down to 0 because of the frost bite and the damage. So I think so that's gonna do this. If we deny this, I think we have to deny this to live. Let's see here. If I do this, that's fine. If I don't deny it, we just die because of the damage. So I think we actually do have to deny that. Because of the overwhelm and the Sejuani doing stuff. And then we, I think, have to try and hope that he doesn't have any kind of warning shot in hand after the next turn. Yep, I think we do. I think we kind of do. All right, I think we do. That's concerning. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're just gonna try and smack him. We're just gonna try and smack him. It should, I think, go through. Though, again, if he has some kind of fast or burst speed damage, if it's burst, we're dead. If it's a fast speed spell, we might have a shot here, and that looks like it's a fast speed, but it might not be counterable. That's -12, but I'm afraid of the frostbites by a lot of it. By a lot of it, I am afraid. Oh, please! Make it rain! That's a plunder. I can't actually counter that, but he's still dead anyway. So GG's! Because the impact is enough to actually end him because of the impact. It's just the impact. The impact was enough! It's also really rare. I want rally cards to be nerfed already. 3 times when I had the attack token. Leveled Garen does a lot of crazy things. Poppy Garen is cool. He basically win from yeah, it was a win from impact because he would have had to frostbite. The only thing that I think would have got him out of that situation was a frostbite because then nothing would have impacted because of It needs the need to be for the unit to strike rather than just be hit in general. Otherwise, impact would be fucking through the roof and broken. All right, that was Beat Nation's deck. Let's do Weon's deck. Let me import that as well. I see more Draven. That's deck code. That's not the thing I need. Viewer, Weon, even more Draven. Dragon is not his name. This is a Draven. Do you feel dislike toward decks or cards, but GP Sedge has a hating for some reason? I think the reason that it's hateable, and I don't like it either, is just it's so consistent. It's so consistently, the Gangplank or the Sedge comes down and the game ends. And there's like, I feel like it has more of a freight train feeling, the same way some Noxus decks have, because there's like very little like, I feel like and this is just my impression of seeing it and not like working with it a ton. Also, what am I looking for? Weon, this one. Just feels like a very standard freight train. Same with some of the Noxus stuff of just like, you don't even have Loping Telescope usually, or you don't have Loping Telescope, you don't have Conchologist, you don't have anything that creates something that could be like random or surprising. It's just warning shots, pirates, make it rain, more pirates, have a pirate. Have I mentioned pirates? Here's a big pirate that generates more damage. Now you're dead. Nerfing rally spells is how much mid-range focused Demacia decks with higher costs you would handle that. Yes. I think it's also that, like, it's just the consistency. They usually have the turn, they usually have their level up when they expect to and when they need it to win the game. Which just speaks to the consistency of the deck, but is also annoying as shit sometimes. Rally and rally again. Rally's a hard thing to balance, I would say, because I like the ability to fuck with the attack step. I did not do well with a Silverwing, or I did not do with Nashor's Iceborne Legacy Fleet Feather rally deck because I didn't understand the rallies, like how to use the rallies optimally. But I do like that you can fuck with the attack and defense turns. 6 copies of Starspringer, don't find it until turn 8. Yeah, Starspring's also a little janky. It's fun, but a little janky. Flower Child Saboteur picks Legion Drummer, Sonic Wave, Syncopation, Transfusion, Twin Disciplines, Young Witch Draven, Fuzzy Caretaker, Lulu Might, Flurry of Fists, Ruined Reckoner, Intimidating Roar, and Kato the Arm. We're doing fucking support overwhelm over here with a Lulu Draven. Let's try it. Max Insanity, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your time in our delightful, first we did Sand and Draven's Crack, and now we do even more Draven. I will still absolutely keep the fluffy pink stage for Draven though, because that just seems perfect. Let's also give him a cupcake. I want pink and fluffy. None of these are really pink and fluffy. Let's just do the pinkest, fluffiest things we have for this deck. Also, Max Insanity, I'm doing all right. Very glad that tomorrow is Friday. But otherwise, pretty good. Max Insanity, how are you doing? How was your week so far? I see Brahm Soraka. Do I sense a Star Spring? Speaking of? Speaking of. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh no, Vice Mirages, you're about to judge the shit out of me for playing this wrong. It's almost Friday for me. It is currently 10:27. In the PM on the Thursday at my time. I am excited for Kennen, yes. I am indeed excited for Kennen. He looks like he'll be fun. It is 9:27. It is 10:27. Let's see. Wait, I'm gonna drop a witch. AM. No, you're in an extremely different time zone. Very different. Cool Kennen deck names. Ninja Yordle Go Ninja. That's the dumbest you've ever fucking heard. Don't ask me questions. I could make something a goddamn 4/4. I'm gonna just I have 2 of them. I could also Legion Drummer and Flower Child, which I think might actually be the most damage through. He's playing small units at the moment. Yordle is a 4/4. Actually, we could just drop her next turn when she's leveled. I think I might just do that because we have a decent support train here, and I'll try that for now. Welcome to... Wait, Anatolia? What? 1:27 a.m. there. Make Ari recall focused. Okay, so that stuns my 1/2. Fucking rude as shit. I don't appreciate that. We still got a bunch of other things to do, but still, that was... sadness! Oh, no, does he have another thing? He has a... Oh, he's playing Targon's Peak? No, he's playing Starspring. I was like, wait, Targon's Peak? No, that's not what it is. How's that? That's a 0/2. We don't need to do that. Okay. I need to rethink my strat. I must rethink my strat. So, +2/+0. That just straight up dies. We could also just do this, I think, for now. Oh, actually, no, let's do it this way. Let's still do it this way. If that dies, we know at the level for the thing anyway. So all of this just goes. We have 0/2, we have the 5/3, we have the 3/2. That dies and makes a Yeti, but this is now not actually granted, so that's fine. This is okay. I think that damage was okay. Okay. Anyway, hot thing already recall. Don't like recall mechanic too much as a character. I have all 3 Lulus, and I don't know how or why. Someone explain to me what I have just drawn and how do I handle this. So that attacks, which is okay. I will buff it to a 4/4 next turn. Turkey, the piece of land turkey is on. Oh, I see. Okay. Anatolia, I see. Also, welcome from Turkey. That is extremely far. I am the West Coast USA in California. Look, they will pair together intentionally. Pass some copium. Passing copium is just truly the way. I have whimsies! Many a whimsy! Alright, what is this happening? What is this doing to itself? Some absolutely wonderful, beautiful things, I think. Actually, if I do this and then do that, that gives 3 things quick attack, and the 5, and I think this is much better. And then we have whimsies for the Tarkas, the Tribeless. Lulu does love me, apparently. How long have I been playing LOR? I want to say a year now. I don't actually know for sure. I think it's been over a year. I'm pretty sure it's been over a year. Okay, I think, yep, we're gonna remove the Tribeless from the equation. He has no mana whatsoever. This is very exciting, personally, for me. Excellent. Thank you, Lulu, for helping with the whimsy. I take back what I said. I appreciate having multiple. Let's see. Expecting Ari to be about movement. No, the card really changed. Oh, the syncopation. Oh, it's focused on that. Did I miss? Oh, I missed it. I did miss it. Martin Thomas. Ah! Kind of looks granted the Bandle City Yasuo people are been using it most of the copy. Yes, that's very true. The Yasuo people. That was my first thought, actually, of like, I wonder if this is gonna make Yasuo better. Which I think says a lot about both Yasuo and my view of the game. Have I been enjoying LOR? I do enjoy it a lot. I came to it from TFT and MTGA. TFT was like, put me into the Riot sphere, and MTGA put me into the card sphere. What was my favorite deck? So my guilty pleasure favorite deck is Teemo Victor, because I love both of those champions. I know that Victor is like D tier. I know he is not good. I know that the Arsenal and a bunch of other things grant keywords more effectively, but if I do not express love for my robot boy in every stream, I feel like I have failed my mission. So yes, Teemo is by far my most played champion. Teemo Victor is my favorite combination, even though it's Mimi and doesn't work. Other than that, Caitlyn Teemo is one of my favorites. I got to plat last season with Akshan Ziggs, and Akshan's one of my favorites. So yeah, it's basically just who I have mastery points on, in terms of what decks and champions I like. So Teemo, Victor, Akshan, and Caitlyn, I would say, are the top, for sure. Let's see. play 3 Yasuos, 3 Kennons, and 3 Leonas. They'll break the client in order to make that happen, yes. Let's see. Copium for Windshitter is truly amazing. Indeed it is. Ally with an effect. If she had a wording like that, recall would work well, and that would be really interesting. Ace Mirages, have I given you PTSD? Yeah, I like Teemo a lot. Teemo was how I learned to play Runeterra, which probably says a lot about me as a person and my playstyle now. Need to extricate a lot of the Teemo experience for like better gameplay mechanics in general. But yes, he's how I learned Runeterra. I found him in expeditions and I was like, this is my favorite, so I kept doing it. With Leona, Aurelian Soul. I like Targon though. When I first joined, I was like, Targon is beautiful and the cards are fun. I still have a big soft spot for Targon, to be honest. What if Ari would have her charm be granted enemy block the opponent? Just block the opponent. Just stand in front of the opponent for a while. Anyway, we have one more deck from Ice Mirages, and then we have a 17 minutes of a video from Martin Thomas. And if all works out, I might get in like half an hour of Ruined King. We're doing it, boys! We're doing it! Anyway, this is from a viewer. This is now Ice Mirages. And this is Icy Gauntlet Girl. So I'm gonna name it. That. Gauntlet Girl. What do we got here? Was an Aesol and Azir main in leagues. When I saw Aesol and another anyway, I was able to play it. Don't still have an Azir deck. Got into it with Ashe and Nivea. Ooh, Frostbite. And also, yeah, Azir decks are trickier because Azirelli was huge, and now Azir is kind of not as just useful outside of Azirelia. Kind of call it Exiled Fist. Voice lines, yes. His voice lines are fantastic, and the level 3 Ascension is beautiful, even if it's impractical and unfeasible most of the time. You finish it and loved it. Yay! I've heard like basically good things from everyone who has played the Ruined King that I know, and both in the chat. So that's positive news for me. Here's the Ice Mirages deck. Take a Mono Shurima as Xerath control. Ooh, Xerath is also one of my favorites. He's fun. Sometimes he doesn't work, but he is fun. How the fuck do I not have weapon hilts? What have I been doing? Not casting weapon hilt, apparently. Anyway, let me look at this. Because of a bug they are still working on. That sucks. Wait, what is the bug that, like, prevents you from playing the game entirely? Thermogenic Beam, Blade Squire, Ambush. Oh, Ambush. Elusive with the Reforges. Ballistic Bot, Mystic Shot, Runeweaver, Time Trick, Weapon Hilt, Arachnoid Sentry, Riven, Sharpened Resolve, Whirling Death, Reckoner, Vibe, Progress Day. Am I trying to reforge an ambush on a Riven here? It makes you unable to see the cinematics. That is a very large bug, to be fair. Basically OTK with Riven or Vi. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean by this might be a struggle. This might be a little bit of an uphill battle. For running Vi, though, we're gonna pick the rooftops, we're gonna pick a Hextech thing, and we're gonna do the Hextech sleeve, I think. Actually, no, let's do this one for the rooftops. Let's do the airship ones. They're making Azir Xerath as your friend experience instead of when deciding what to run. Do it with Riven, but if you get the reforged cards on Vi, it is better. Oh, better on the Vi? Just because she gets buffs. 18 to 16 attack leveled up Vi with Overwhelm Quick Attack quite consistently. Okay. And I'm assuming the Reckoner is to get that initial strike in as well. So that she does level and can attack again. There's God Monkey. Oh no, God Monkey is back! No! And they're running an even more painful thing! Oh no, oh no. Oh, I have a bunch of things that I want, but I can't cast any of them. If they have removal, we lose. I think they're just gonna remove my Nexus health. Is what's gonna happen over there. Just that health you thought you had? Nah, none of that exists anymore. How do you get that background on your load screen? So you get it based on the board you have equipped. So, depending on what board you've chosen, it will change the splash as it's loading. Yes. Ice Mirages also has the answer. Also, yes. MF, welcome back to the chat. That's 1 to 2 big targets, lose unit, use your game. Yup, pretty much. I guess I can Riven here. I don't really have a ton of stuff to do. I could pass to see what he casts here for a thermogenic beam, which I also don't hate. Maybe let's see. He could drop a Zed. He could drop a Poppy next turn. I could just pass and see what he does. Because I want to have an answer or removal from his champions. Because those will definitely fuck me up. Okay, he just let that happen. There's another Ignition. There's a Rune Weaver. You count as the blocker. I appreciate you. Okay. What is my favorite board? Well, we can stun it at least. And then start the whole process of removal. Let's see. My favorite board? So right now, it's definitely the Clubox one because of the music and the EDM club kind of thing. I also really like the Nightshade and the Festival Shrines because that, garden, the kind of garden thing with the music. I also really like the music for those as well. Sniffscopium? Oh, not a fan of that choice for sure. I think I'm just gonna cast... You could have a Twin Disciplines. +3 +0. Right? Yes, it's a +3 +0. Kinda don't want to play into a Twin Disciplines. So I might just use this to use more mana. Yeah, we can't cast the Riven anymore. Might do that at the start of the next turn. Arachnoid Sentry doing work. Okay. He hasn't played anything else. I'm tempted to force the Twin Disciplines out of his hand, but I feel like that just causes us to suffer more. Though, I mean, it means he doesn't have it later. Let's see. We're gonna have 5 mana next turn. Fuck it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and see if we can. My guess is no, but that's one less spur spell in his hand. Yep. Okay. No response yet. He might just also have another one. He might be debating if it's worth using a combat trick to save a champion. Riven Victor is fun. Standalone card, Chandler rebuff target. Yes. Oh, there's just a sharp sight. Okay. So if I hadn't cast the Ignition, we would have actually been fine. So I am a dumb, and everything is great. We need more Reforge cards. Yes, also that. There's another Riven. We could cast the Riven and the Rune Weaver. I'm kind of... What are you at? 6 at 4. Yeah, no, we do need a lot more. I mean, we have another Riven as well. We could just cast the Riven. And so we can also see what it generates for the Reforge. That's Quick Attack, which is not terrible, actually, speaking of. 7 mana, though, is a little bit scary. Okay, so there's an elusive. That is a problem. We could give something Quick Attack and Swing for the Reforge, I think. Leaves us a little vulnerable. And Twin Disciplines also kind of bricks us. Maybe this reveal season may reveal a Riven focus card that could do damage. Still all in because he might rally. Keep the Reforges for Vi here.
There's still much to answer for.
I think I agree with the attack though, because everything currently dies. And we do have restock for our units, yeah. We'll allow the Riven to do damage in general. Just please permit Riven to do things. Okay. Yeah, he could have an Aegis. I'm hoping he doesn't have an Aegis, of course. But we have a Rune Reaver if necessary. If he Aegis is also, he only has 1 mana. He just ended the round. I think I'll take that pass. Yeah. You're at 7 of 7. Okay. There's a draw. Can't really cast this. Probably just reforge source. You're at 8 of 4 now. And then we should be able to cast the rest for the Vi pretty soon, because we have an Ignition time trick to be able to level her for the attack next turn, right? Ah, there's a yep. Ooh, there's a. Why are you doing that now? Oh, so that I can't kill it with the Riven? Why are you rallying on top of your current attack token? I mean, I can't really do anything. Booster attack to 10 spells as well. Oh yes, I don't know what's happening here. I guess. I mean, he's down to 2 mana. I might time trick first just to see what's happening. If we can draw anything interesting. There's an ambush for next turn, which is wonderful. I'm just gonna, I guess, tank some of the Zed stuff happening, and it'll be great. He does. Oh, he has elusive, so this is a little bit awkward, but we still have it. I think it was the Riven block that he was trying to save it from, which means I guess that he doesn't have Twin Disciplines in hand, which is good news for us for a little while. Yeah, it looks like lethal. I think, right? Yeah, I think I can just play this for now. Yeah, with the Overwhelm, and plus the Vi has the Challenger. Though, I think we just want to try with the Riven, right? Yeah, quick attack, +2/+0, all of these, the Blade of the Exile. He's giving that, making that a 6, a 5/2. We're blocking here. We're going down to 10. He doesn't have a rally, so I'm content to just do my thing here. Though the bot, we don't really need the bot anymore, do we? Overwhelm Vi and drag the 2/1. Yeah, I think, yeah. 10, I don't need the, I think I just want a bigger attack next turn. So I'll just let this pass. And then we play the Vi, we try to grant her stuff. I don't think you can kill me, because your attacks are slow, and I have burst, focus, burst. Though we do have to cast a Vi. But again, I think we're still fine then, because these don't do a ton of damage as it is. There's a Heavy Blade Fragment, and this counts already for the ambush. So, let's see here. 1, 2, quick attack, +2/+0, Overwhelm. We cast the Vi first. We reforge with all 3 of those. We have 1 left over for the Blade of the Exile. Sanity is right. If it sticks, I mean, we can go for it. And then we go with all of these, and then we hope. We have a lot of hope. We actually don't need the ambush. We just need the blade fragments to not perish upon us. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Overwhelm. Okay. Overwhelm. +2/+0. Quick attack! Bot's also doing stuff, which is fine. Riven levels here. Great, beautiful, excellent. Want to play the weapon hold to get Vi to 14 for lethal? Wait, what? Meant to turbo buff the vial. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought I was just thinking about, I'm so used to buffing the Riven that I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. But fair point. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, now I think I have to buff the Riven. I think I have to buff the Riven now. Challenge the 2/1 for 13. Let's see. This is +2/+0. Oh yeah, now we're 1 short because I did that actually. Bluff the Riven with Braid here. Yeah, I think, I mean, because I misplayed the Vi attack, or the Vi buff, I think I still have lethal, but you're right. It is not the Vi. It is not the OTK with the Vi. I think because you mentioned that you were getting OTKs with both Vi and Riven, I was like, oh, I can just split it as normal. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I thought it was I thought because yeah, actually to go back to the enemy in this deck. Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. Because you want the focus and the burst to go off on just the Vi. That makes sense. Yeah, it was a win. Let's try this again though. I'll give it one more shot to see if I can get that Vi thing to work. Though we'll see. I see what you mean by it be dependent on the thing. I think I was thinking less meme and more traditional of spread out the overwhelm so they have to deal with 2 targets, and also just I have 2 champions that do stuff kind of thing. Why would I not buff both of them? Okay, you can go. I do have a decent hand. I'm gonna block that. Is this just regular Vandal Burn? Oh no, a specific Gangplank. That's not what I was expecting. Oh god, why? I'm gonna take a ton of damage here. Twisted Fate Gang. I could Thermogenic Beam that fucking Crackshot Corsair. It's kind of annoying. I mean, if I don't, I take a lot of damage. If I don't, I take 3, and it still hangs around. I don't want it to exist, honestly. They slept their vibe, but is there opening? I don't know. It was a lot of things. I'm a little afraid of them. Oh, yep. We're gonna get a lot of they're gonna get a lot of plunder in, because that's also just automatic plunder with the 2 inventive chemists, which is not ideal. Good game for them indeed. I mean, I think so. Just to have more Reforge in hand and buff the Vi? Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here and chill for a while. There's a Make It Rain. Great. Beautiful. That's wonderful. At least we're trying to kill with the Vi and not that. He doesn't have elusives unless he runs like Cutthroat or something. There's a Stone Stackers. You're annoying. We could Sharpened Resolve into something, I think. I don't really want anything hitting me in the face. Can I Sharpen Resolve here? I mean, it's better on the Vi for sure. Let's see. She goes... Oh, we don't actually... I think we want to bank Spell Mana, right? Because if we do this, we take 2. The ribbon goes down to 1. We bank Spell Mana. We have 3 the next turn. She'll go up to... she'll go up to 8. Yeah, she'll only go up to 8. I don't think we can level her, right? Mystic the 2/1. Don't take the risk. I think so, right? Do we need... I think we need the Riven, though. So we don't have the 13. Go down to 1. I know. I don't have a 1 mana card, though. The only thing I have is the Blade Fragments. I mean, I think this is probably we lose anyway because their opening was just really good. Which is fine. We'll just try it again. Is going to reforge. It is, but we don't have 6. It would have only gone up to 9 anyway, right? If we have banked mana. The Riven reforges. We can hit it. We can smack them with a lot of damage. Can I? Let's see. How much damage is this? +2 +0 plus the reforge. It goes up to a 10. It goes up to 12 with elusive. Have a level up by with overwhelm this turn. Oh, does she count for herself? No, because it has to be plus... It has to be 4 spells. Right? And I can't summon her. Can I summon her? Wait, how is the math working here? Because I only have 2 spell mana. I'm confused by the... Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yes. I was like counting the spells and I was like, this doesn't work. That does. You're right, though. That's a stun. Okay, so he did just have a counter for the Vi. Then down the next to overwhelm the Vi. But there's the TF, so that's not happening straight up. Is it worth giving ambush to a Riven just to be annoying? Probably not. I think I just wait here. Not much to do, I think. I think we might be able to pull it out next turn. If assuming he doesn't nuke us down from 12 in the meantime. Okay, that pings off the tough, which is fine. I don't think it... I don't think he's gonna block, though. I don't think they can... Yeah, I don't think they can get rid of the Vi, and I don't think they can block, because I also have a Sharpened Resolve next turn. If we take a damage from this... I mean, if he has a Gangplank, we're in trouble anyway, and the Riven dies regardless. So I'm gonna pass here. I'd rather hold all of these for the Jinx? The Vi in a following turn. He only has 3 cards. That's what. It's a pokey stick. Fair enough. Watch him draw a Gangplank here. Of course, because why would he not draw a Gangplank? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yep, of course. I don't know if he had that, but he definitely... Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a top deck, because God forbid a Plunder deck doesn't have one of their champions on time. On time. If they don't have it on time, they get their fucking Plunder card revoked. Let's see here. So, you need to block, you need to block, you need to block. We go down to 2 if that happens, which is just fucking untenable. Probably a Sharpened Resolve on the Riven to get more. I mean, the Gangplank is kind of Plunder. It's a Plunder-like effect. I can lump it into this kind of the same category. I kind of don't want to go down to 2, though. And this at least gets rid of the boy. Not ideal. But at least he only has 1. Okay. Alright, 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 okay, alright, okay. Let's just turbo this Vi and see what happens. Hopefully she doesn't die to anything. That would be tragic. That would be absolute tragedy. Wasn't drawn off of the stick. How do you know for sure, though? Alright, well, here we go. We're just gonna keep going. Let's see. What do you have? +2 +0 +2 +0 +2 +0. So that is 6. Actually, no, wait. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 in order to be able to do... Actually... This is +6, so we bring it to 18, right? Oh, checked with the clip. No worries. Ice Mirages, do whatever you need to do. I think we're just short on mana being able to do all 3 of these. But yeah, thank you for coming by and thank you for the deck. I'm sorry you won't be able to say that a bit. Have a good rest of your evening. Yes, good luck indeed. Ah, damn it. Because it might not take care of it, actually. I'm still gonna go. We might be short 1 damage again, which should be very, very sad. Okay. Ah, dang it. Actually, oh no, we do have it. We do have it. Actually, never mind. I lied. We're fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Hopefully they don't fucking remove it here. I really need them to not remove it here. I really need them to not have 2 damage of any sort. Because that is lethal. There's the draw. He might not have something. Is that... Did we have it? Did we do it? I'm gonna Braum wave at them as well. And then I will Shenny mode if we seem to have the attack into a win here. I'm trying to think of what they can have. They can have a bunch of stuff. Make It Rain doesn't do it. Plunder... no, Monster Harpoon is 6, right? If it isn't decreased. That's fair enough. So there goes my Nexus. I don't think he has any fast spells that can kill me. He did not, and we get to watch the Vi level anyway! Ah, okay, that's a 22 with tough. There we fucking go.
Stands for victory.
Victory, violence, all of the things. We did it! Did we make it back to gold too? We did. Look at me, ranking up. Beating the people with their... Beating the not quite plunder, but I still think of it as plunder decks. With memes! With OTK memes! It's a good day. Alright, I'm gonna open this as a reward for, I think, also finishing all of my deck submissions of the day. I have an extra copy of Vishen. Alright, alright. There we go. Alright! Is that all of my deck submissions for the day? It is all of my deck submissions of the day. Did I get Mastery level 2 Riven? Where is Riven? Riven is... yeah, here! Oh yeah, I did. There we go. I've played Lux more than I have played Riven. That feels wrong somehow. Oh man, there's so many things that I need. Who is my least played? I have literally 0 MP on Tom Kench. I didn't even... I thought I had played him at least once in my time. Apparently I just haven't. Could have saved the champion castable for Arya Kennen. That is true. But I think at this point I am able to craft them. So I'm just gonna craft them. Lux is cool, but you, apparently. But yes. So that is all our deck submissions for the day. Martin Thomas, now I believe we are up to your videos of 17 minutes about Pantheon. So let's learn about Pantheon. And then I will have about half an hour, if not less, to do Ruined King. So once again, we're not doing a ton of Ruined King. Maybe okay. Runeterra keeps eating up my life because I keep going like, oh shit, submissions! And then I do those for ages, which I'm not complaining about. Please do keep sending them in. Oh dear, no, and no, you're a little bit loud. It's not a complaint so much as just there are not enough hours into the day. All right, but anyway, those are our deck submissions. Moving right along to our video submission. We're going to spend 17 minutes watching this, and then I'll see how my brain feels about Ruined King. People have been recommending it. I should play it. Hunter x Hunter. Oh, yeah! I was reading it a while back, and I just accidentally left the page that I was on in my fucking task, in my bookmark bar. I take it you are a fan, Max? I'm a fan. I have actually finished it. I've actually caught up to where it... there has been no more content. I have read the whole thing. I still haven't finished watching the anime though. I got up to the Green Island arc and then I just for some reason stopped. I didn't finish watching it from there. So I need to do that because I also really want to see the Green Island arc animated. Yeah, we're big fans, yeah. Oh, definitely read it. If you like anime more, definitely the newer anime adaptation is really good also. The voice acting is good. It sticks to the manga pretty well. Also, yeah. Oh, Invincible. I kind of half watched the first episode of Invincible, but I haven't seen more of it. But anyway, let's stop looking at this man's well-sculpted abs and learn about Pantheon for 17 minutes.
Wizards and Warriors, my name is TB Skyn, and what's the damn deal with Pantheon? Normally, I have a somewhat more elaborate intro.
Is this volume okay for everyone?
But actually, this video's taken so long, and everything's been getting in my way, so now just let's go. As usual, we'll start by taking a look at his current, and indeed his previous lore, because there's some
also Pantheon, I'm glad you submitted
this, a little bit about what the
because ever since he was in TFT, I've been like, ooh, he seems
we'll
cool.
Move on to evaluating his
I know nothing about him, but
well
he seems cool.
It does at expressing the kind of character that he's supposed to be. So Pantheon is, of course, a reworked champion, and in fact, he used to be one of the let's call it less good champions in League of Legends. In fact, he used to have one of the worst character designs in the entire goddamn game. So, as we've already talked about before, the rework is in every conceivable way an upgrade in sheer level of quality. But an upgrade in the level of technical quality is not the same as saying the champion is thematically of a higher quality. So, what's Pantheon actually about? Now, it's tempting, given that he's the aspect of war, to say, oh, he's about war, and that's the end of that. But there is actually a little bit more to him. So, his new, and therefore current state of the lore goes a little bit something like this. Our boy, Atreus, is a warrior on the hostile slopes of Mount Targon, born into a tribe called the Rakor, who are associated, I believe, with the Solari. And he's got a buddy called Pylus, who is not really important to this story, but we're going to talk about him anyway because he's a holdover from Pantheon's previous lore state. More about him later. But anyway, Pylus is super good at fighting, and Atreus is also super good at fighting, but somewhat less good at fighting, so he keeps getting his ass handed to him. But Atreus is like the cooler guy, because no matter how many times he gets his ass decisively kicked, he gets up again, and that's why everybody respects him, because he loses all the time, but never stops fighting.
That's my mentality of Runeterra.
Some barbarians
if I lose
show
all the
up
time,
one
I
day
get respect,
and murder
right?
a whole bunch of people, and Atreus and Pylus are a little bit pissed about that, and the Solari, as it turns out, specifically the aspect of the sun, doesn't want to do anything about it, because, I don't know, she's a coward, it's never really explored, so they're like, well, screw this shit, we're gonna climb Mount Targon and become
jungle
god
diff,
warriors
I swear.
who kill everyone. And so they do, except, of course, they get all the way up to the top, and it's not like an easy climb. It's kind of, the whole point of the climb is that it's going to murder you unless you are super extremely worthy to receive the power. So they make it up there, and then Pylus is like, well, I'm not as resilient as you because I don't lose all the time and keep getting up anyway, so I'm gonna die up here, blah. Atreus remains, and he becomes host to a divine aspect, turning him into an aspect of Targon in the same way that Leona's and Diana, and indeed Kael are.
Oh, Kael and Diana. Damn.
With one small difference. With all the other aspects that we know about, they get to retain some level of their original personality when they are embraced by Targon. With Atreus, though, the aspect of war comes out and is like, what the hell? Why did the guy who was good at fighting die? I wanted him. Why you lose everything all the time because you're a dumb mortal who keeps falling down and getting up anywhere.
Damn.
Goddamn. Okay, listen, we can be the aspect of war, but you don't get, like, I'm in charge. You go sit in the corner of your brain or something. I'm going to take your body for a ride.
Jesus.
And so the Pantheon does. And the Pantheon itself, like the aspect, goes around the world, tries to find some Darkin and kill it, and it turns out he finds a Darkin at one point.
Oh,
he finds
Aatrox?
And Aatrox is like, hey, come fight me. And Pantheon, being Pantheon, decides, hell yeah, I'm gonna come fight him. And then he gets his ass kicked. The Darkin's god-killing blade is driven into Pantheon's chest, a blow that carved a constellation of war from the heavens.
Damn.
And then, as it turns out, Atreus, who has a lot of experience getting his ass kicked but getting back up anyway, is like, well, I've got my body back. Oh no, it's been impaled. Well, I guess I'll spit at Aatrox. And so he does, and manages somehow to survive being impaled through the chest with a darkened warblade. How does that happen? I don't know. He's just too angry to die, I suppose.
Too angry to die!
Atreus manages to stumble his way
Fucking
back to a
life
farm
goals.
where the widow of Pylus lives. Must have been an awkward conversation. Recovers himself a little bit, and eventually hears about these barbarians that he used to be so pissed at. Like, they're back, and they're pillaging stuff again. And Atreus is like, well, screw that, and he gets up and walks away with Pantheon's old weapons. Is like, I'm gonna kick those barbarians' asses. And then, as it turns out, the barbarians aren't actually really the bad guys here. They've just been fleeing from freaking Aatrox, who's been hounding them and hunting them and pushing them onto the slopes of Targon. And Atreus is like, well, okay, so everybody's just getting screwed by the gods here.
Ayula?
God damn it, fine.
If I'm pronouncing that right.
He goes to fight Aatrox. As you may imagine, a human being trying to fight a Darkin doesn't always go that well. So Atreus gets his ass kicked a little bit, but eventually he just gets so profoundly pissed off at Aatrox and at the gods and at Targon and at pretty much at everything that the weapons of Pantheon reignite themselves with power. He cuts off Aatrox's arm that holds the sword, which, given that Aatrox is the sword, disables him pretty definitively. And Atreus is like, screw all of the gods and all, fuck them, fuck all of the stars and shit. That's bullshit. I'm fighting for humans now. And that then is basically Pantheon's story. He's a kind of narrative counterweight to all the aspects and the darken and all the divine creatures of Runeterra. And he also embodies a criticism of them. From Pantheon's perspective, whenever the gods do something, they have the choice whether or not they want to struggle, because they're functionally immortal. They have the choice whether or not they want to fight. Mortals don't, apparently. So anytime the gods show up pretty much anywhere, mortals get trampled beneath their heels with absolutely no means to fight back. Pantheon, or Atreus, decides enough is enough. I'm gonna kick every single god's ass. This tension is expanded upon further in the short story For Those Who Have Fallen, which basically details Pantheon kicking the ass of a god, specifically an aspect, a somewhat withered and weakened aspect, but nonetheless an aspect. Some of the Rahorak, which are the warriors of the Rakor tribe, associated with Solari, go to Shurima, because there's some magic down there that's doing some stuff, and they need to figure out what that is. Turns out it's an old aspect, which is kind of mad with power and trying basically killing everyone. So Pantheon shows up and is like, well, this thing is a bit of a bastard, I'm going to kick its ass. And then, as usual with Atreus, he gets his ass kicked a little bit instead. Fortunately, though, his presence and the revelation that he is, after all, mortal, inspires the Rahorak to fight much harder against this horrifying divinity, to take up arms and fight because they must.
He really is good at it.
The tension between divinity and humanity is explored in the story with Pantheon's own internal monologue, where he's constantly kind of troubled by the fact that he's using the power of the gods as Pantheon to order around these warriors, but he doesn't want them to worship gods anymore. He doesn't want them to worship divinities and sacrifice themselves for nothing. He wants them to, take care of each other instead. And I'll just read a short passage from the story. But still, I can feel my scar throbbing with pain, reminding me I am alive, and of every moment that has brought me here. My brother-in-arms Pylus telling me to stop getting blood on his victory. The barbarian raid, each of us near death, collapsing upon Targon's pinnacle. The darkened blade cutting through death to awaken me again. Empyrean wheat clinging to the mountain. The mud on my hands as I put down the plow and pick up the spear. All of that would be nothing without a woman taking up her shield, knowing that she would not survive, but that she would fight. Her power, her sacrifice, so much greater than that of the stars, so much greater than mine and the weapons of the aspect that have kept me safe. It will not be in vain.
Yeah.
As I struggle to my feet broken, I see the shadow of the
Atreus picked
emerging
the wrong
from cover,
fucking,
eclipsing the sun disk crater behind me at the center of the ruins.
the wrong fucking
I
target.
rise with them, not as a god, but as a man. My
as a man.
All who have fallen, earning me another moment. All who have lived and all who have died, facing a moment of truth where they must decide why they fight, who they love, what they truly are. What are gods before this courage?
It's very serious and all that.
They are nothing. So with Pantheon, we have this sort of implicit theming of no gods and kings, only man kind of thing going on. It's sort of a cry at the injustice
but
of
also it just involves a lot of yelling at your opponents.
Yourself. And that's certainly something that's been missing from League of Legends. Between, like, the Darken with all their, oh, we're so tragic and tortured, and it really sucks to be us, we're gonna kill everyone. And then characters like Asir, who are all, oh, I am so noble and divine, I shall restore Shurima and be a super great emperor. There's been missing sort of this idea of, well, it's hard to have atheism in a world where the gods are real, but a kind of atheistic perspective saying, well, actually, screw all of you. You just fuck everything up for everyone all the time. We don't want you anymore. Even Diana, who historically has been sort of the representative of rebelling against a religious authority, was rebelling against the Solari in favor of, like, it's just in favor of another religion. It's just the Lunari.
Yeah.
And yet, there's also a tension there, because Pantheon is very decisively against the intervention of divine forces in the world, but he himself is functionally, at the very least, a quasi-divine force.
Yeah, I don't know
he
anything
derives
about
his
that.
power from the tools of
It'd be cool
the
if they
old
introduced
Pantheon,
her, though.
the spear, the shield, the helmet. These are the things that allow him to have the power to resist the gods. And that makes for a lot of very interesting narrative hooks. Like, there's a lot of storytelling that can be done there, where Pantheon struggles not just with the enemies that he's fighting on the battlefield, but with a question of his own particular identity and his own particular ethical and moral philosophy. Music? Now, whether or not Riot will actually do that is, as ever, very much up in the air, but there is at least a lot of interesting threads to pull on when it comes to Pantheon himself. As a side note, between this and what's going on in Demacia right now, I do feel like at some point I'm going to have to do a video about the politics of Runeterra, because there's a hell of a lot of unexplored territory there that we probably need to talk about at some point. So, the next point to touch on is, well, how is new Pantheon different from old Pantheon? Well, in a way, not at all, really. In the way that Riot at least have been framing this rework is that it's not so much a rework of the champion as it's a lore progression of the champion. In this framework, old Pantheon was basically that version of Atreus that was completely taken over by Pantheon, the aspect of war,
so
and was just running around the world trying to kill Darkin. And basically what happened is that old Pantheon died and was replaced with its host Atreus taking over its weapons and setting out on his own quest as a lore progression of the character. Now, I feel like it's not so much a lore progression of the character as it is more of a soft reboot or a mild retcon. Because functionally, the Pantheon that was and Atreus Pantheon that we have now are two completely different people. Like, they're not the same character at all. It's not like
I
joined
where there's a
too
late
for
the login
from
screens.
A younger version of her to an older version
I only
of
know
her
the
that
modern
has changed
client.
a lot over the course of her life. And you can kind of see that in the themes where old Pantheon was all like, yeah, Targon is cool because I am a Targonian and I'm the aspect of war and I just do all the cool because the gods are excellent and Targonians are good and aspects are good and we kill the Darkin, yay. Where Atreus is literally a completely different guy saying, hey, no, hang on,
they did
all
take
of that is
TFT
stupid
out of it,
bullshit
among
and
other
I'm not
things.
having it. So, to sum it up, new Pantheon, in terms of the lore, is a huge upgrade over the previous one.
Wish I hadn't missed them. They sound
Pantheon
neat.
is now an actual goddamn character who has something like personality flaws or a personality at all that you can work with. He has clear goals and ambitions, and he has even clearer challenges in order to get to the point where he can achieve what he wants.
He also looks hotter.
And he has a much clearer and much stronger, at least I think, relationship with the powers that surround him.
Can I just say, he had a glow up in multiple ways.
Where old Pantheon's lore concept kind of started and ended with, well, Pantheon is the aspect of war and he fights things. With new Pantheon, there's a lot of internal personal drama that you can dig into. There's a lot of ideological and identity questions that you can explore through him as an exploration of Runeterra, and all in all, it's just a much stronger set of hooks to hang a lot of interesting story threads from. Now, here's just hoping that Riot actually do follow up and actually do something with those story threads, because historically, oftentimes they don't. Anyway, with the lore out of the way, it's time to talk about character design. Now, I've already done a video comparing old Pantheon and new Pantheon's
a threesome with Atreus?
You can find a link to that down in the description or in the card up in the corner. So what we're more interested in for the purposes of this particular video is exactly how well the character design manages to reflect the thematic and narrative hooks and the role of this character in the story of the game. And generally, the news is actually pretty good. As we've talked about with Atreus, the primary tension there is the tension between humanity and divinity, and his internal tension between using the tools of the gods, but also very, very strongly insisting on his own humanity. And that tension comes across in the character design. To start with, Pantheon doesn't really wear much by way of armor. And this, of course,
I appreciate the
like
fact it doesn't wear much in armor.
It's a 300 reference. Like, it's a reference to the particular aesthetic of that vision of ancient Greek Spartan warrior. But it does double duty for his character design. Did they change the angle of his scar? Having absolutely no armor on him,
unless one of the images is mirrored in the video.
First of all, we become conscious that he's actually vulnerable, which of course is a major part of his story. Pantheon, Atreus, is not an immortal god. He's a vulnerable mortal. He can be hurt. He can be killed.
Fantasies.
He's just
so
incredibly angry that killing him becomes really difficult.
Many worse
that
things.
Vulnerability is then further emphasized by the giant scar across his chest. Evidence, in case you needed it, that this person can be hurt.
It's kind of
has been hurt in the past. The second thing that his semi-nakedness does is make him sexy. Like, let's be clear about there's a lot of people who are very, very thirsty for what Pantheon brings to the table. Let's be clear about that. And aesthetically, and I think I talked about that in the previous video, that's just kind of nice to have that in League of Legends because we've got a whole lot of titty babes, but there hasn't been a lot of man candy for the ladies and the queer dudes. besides making him vulnerable and sexy, it also
Man candy.
emphasizes his
Give
humanity.
me all of it.
Like, you look at that character model, that particular method of rendering the textures and rendering, like, the abs and the flesh and the blood, and you go, yeah, that is a flesh and blood human. Like, that's a person. That is not some kind of divine god filled with holy fire. That's a person who's full of blood. And that establishes a nice contrast with his head, and especially with his face, which has the helmet on. And the helmet does a couple of things. First,
it
reintroduces the idea of divinity.
I wasn't really playing
like, I talked about how the exposed
LOR
body
or
makes
TFT
it clear that
at
he's
the
a person,
time,
but the hidden face gives you a moment of doubt. And this is something
but
that's
I remember
explored
when
specifically
Set released,
in the story For Those Who Have Fallen, where Pantheon
and I
shows
remember
up
everyone
to
was
the
just
battle,
kind
he
of
has his helmet on,
everyone
and
just
like,
in general
was
cooing over Set, and I was like, I understand why.
He's a person. And
you
might
know,
expect
I
that they
get
go,
it.
oh,
Also,
no, we're all gonna
Samira,
die.
I
But in
get
fact,
why.
the fact of his humanity inspires them to fight even harder. And so the helmet is kind of a
Akshan,
representation of that
Viego.
crisis of identity that Pantheon has within himself. He's using the tools of the gods. He is ultimately just a little bit divine, just a little bit inhuman in a way that troubles him. And this is why it's important that it's his face that is obscured, his identity, who he is.
Oh,
like,
yeah, Rakan is definitely in the man candy pile.
I don't know. Eyes, the window
I don't know
to
the release
soul.
order of the
These
champions.
Things are hidden from you by the mantle of the god Pantheon. The part of him that's more
Spirit
human
Blossom
than
Yone.
any other,
Oh, he's
his
so
face,
fucking pretty.
He's cloaked by the power of the
and that
gods,
one
by the power of divinity, power that he needs,
okay.
but which he also is not entirely fond of. And so, as a character
I'll shut up
design,
for now. I'm talking
New
over
Pantheon
the narration.
is really quite brilliant. Like, it's a very efficient use of the elements of a character design to effectively communicate the themes and the ideas of the story that underlies him. And so, finally, let me throw it over to Improvising Skyen for a look at Pantheon's animations.
All right. And that's the end of the lore part of the video. Not sure about Pyke. I don't know about Pyke either, to be honest. Pyke is not necessarily my type, but I was gonna say the two skins that I eye up occasionally of just like, I could stare at you for days, and Ornn falls out of the line. He's more of the beast. Ornn is not so much I want that in my bedroom so much as I want that in my basement working on forges or standing outside my door to guard my house kind of thing. But that one Swain, is it Swain or is it Vlad? The one Swain skin, I think, where it looks like he's Fae or something, and the Spirit Blossom Yone skins. I just sometimes look at those and I'm like, it hurts me. Ornn is an adorable ram. I mean, a very intimidating but adorable ram. He does look like you could just take a nap within his fur and it would be very warm and comfortable kind of thing. I think that's a good analysis of Ornn. He said uncle, he doesn't come around much and keeps to himself, that is secretly proud of you. The super crabby one, whenever he'll go to like one event a year that you're doing, or like one event every 2 years, and are just like, and he'll just like watch in the background so you'll barely know that he's there, and he'll just kind of be nodding like, my related progeny is successful. Newest male champs are Rakan, Kayn, Ornn, Pyke, Silas, Ophelio, Set, Yona, Viego, and Akshan. Those are all pretty good. Those are all pretty good eye candy though. I feel like, yeah, now they're all pretty fucking muscled and chonky. Unless someone like singed again, I guess. I mean, with the rise of Arcane, I don't know what they're planning. Silco's coming to TFT, which I'm assuming means that they might come to LOR or LOL again, maybe. And Silco is not quite. I would put Silco more in the singed category than anything else, though we'll see if he becomes like a full-blown champion. Speaking of, Singed is coming to TFT. I'm excited. I like playing TFT. Silas being a prisoner had to feed off rats. He has no reason being that. That is an extremely fair point, actually. He should be a malnourished stick. But he is distinctly not that. He is... So, this is just me probably misinterpreting his design entirely. But in TFT... They had Silas in a while as a Moonlight unit, and he has those big chain things, but sometimes in the skin that they used for TFT, they were just like balls on a rope. And whenever I saw it, I couldn't help but think, man, those look like anal beads. Is that just me? Is it just me that thinks Silas's chains occasionally look like anal beads in the wrong context, and also when they're very small? Muscles, I mean, Aphelios isn't about the muscles, but hot. That was my one thought. Aphelios is also not traditionally bulk Chad hot. And also he is way too tied to his sister, to be fair. Good comparison to the anal beads. Aphelios is definitely K-pop. Yes, I agree. So getting off of the topic of man candy, otherwise I'll be here all night just being like, look at his abs, look, it's pretty, look, I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of horny for all of the League characters. Not all of them. All of them is a bit much. Misfortune, Fiora, Riven have no reason being hot and curvy. I feel like, I mean, Misfortune, I used to dislike Misfortune because when I first learned about League, she's one of the first champions they show you, and she does that little, like, prance thing, and I was like, that prance is the most unrealistic shit I've ever seen in my life. But having seen her trailer for Ruined King and having seen her in LOR, I'm a little more like, I get it. She's exaggerated, but I kind of get it. Said as a level of mama's boy that's a gangster. The female champs are much more eye candy. I mean, yeah, but because that's, I mean, it's a feedback loop of like, most of the people who play League are probably more into hot female champions than hot male champions, but they seem to be coming up with more hot male champions, so I'm on board. Everyone can have more muscle definition, but could be hot and curvy. Her lore really isn't about being sexual. Misfortune? I mean, I'm assuming no. She's a fucking pirate. So I'm assuming it's not really, she's more of the I control the seas, fuck you, and less of a I have boobs, fuck you, kind of vibe. But anyway, also, it is now 11:25. I have once again run out of time. I was thinking originally that we would wrap up around like 10 o'clock and then I would be able to do more Ruined King content tonight, but because again we got so many submissions, and then I was like, let's just do all of these. Here is my plan, because I've been procrastinating on Ruined King for like a week now. Is I am planning to do, let's just say, because tomorrow is an off day. Why is Kaisa so human looking? Despite I mean, she's Cassidon's daughter, who was human at some point, so I'm assuming that's why. Though I guess Cassidon also has the face of a void monster now, so that's a good question. I don't actually know. Her travel apparatus. What do you call those? I don't know. I mean, those are a void monster themselves, right? I think. So maybe it like protects her somehow, or like that's the adaptation she got. Like she high rolled and didn't get an octopus face. She got a weapon. Because Kaisa is part of KDA. You can't mess up the face of KDA. You can only do Seraphine, which was a mistake, but you can't mess up the faces. Anyway, speaking of the stream, I think I'll probably end it here tonight because it's half an hour to midnight and I do have work in the morn. But here's the plan, because I've been procrastinating and delaying it and we keep pushing it off. I keep pushing it off because I am a procrastinating son of a bitch. Let's do Ruined King tomorrow for sure. I will end the Runeterra like 3 or 4 hours in, which if we start at 8 p.m. It's 7 on Twitch, it's 8 p.m. on my Discord because I keep forgetting to change that. If we go for 3 or 4 hours, that should give us a couple of hours of Ruined King for sure. So that is the plan. We will do Runeterra tomorrow, probably just more viewer submissions, and then viewer submissions, maybe some ranked, maybe some PvE. That's also something I've been putting on the back burner for a while, because I haven't been playing a ton of it on my own. And then, finally, I will sit down for an hour or a few hours, depending on how much I like it, and we'll finally do Ruined King. I burped. I haven't done a ton of I don't know how the strategy part works, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm excited to break my brain over something new as well. Nowhere the Rel the Tracker. Oh, right, A to Z tomorrow. I cannot remember shit. A to Z tomorrow. Yes, I have no submissions to catch up on. So let's just do we're committing to the A to Z, and then we'll also commit to Ruin King, and that will be my schedule. Woo, go me. Rel the Tracker will be happening. I'll probably pull out, like, depending on how ambitious I feel in my deck building, or if the chat has any ideas, probably like 3-ish decks around less used cards before the stream starts, and then we'll get into it and we'll see what the full list is. Greetings to you from the West Coast in California, USA. Also, welcome from Germany. Again, very far away. So, yes, it is now almost midnight. I will be heading out of the stream. Tomorrow we'll do the A to Z, and I will try not to do too many viewer submissions if we get them, because then we will do Ruin King, and I will commit to this, and I will stick to it. Yes, we will stick to it. Choose for S. So many options exist. So yes, and I think Martin Thomas will be able to see me editing the doc. So you'll see when my procrastinate brain stops procrastinating. Ice Mirages, hello, welcome back. We got a win right after you left with like a 22 Vi submits for Saturday, Sunday. That is also a point. Yes, I did. I won it like the second after. Martin Thomas rolling out with the ideas and also reminding my hamster brain of what I said I would do, and I just keep forgetting. Ha! Anyway, I'm gonna head out for the evening. I thank you all for coming by. Shout out to the new followers and to everyone in the chat, the lurkers, etc. Thank you all for coming by the stream. Me or someone else? Me? Hit plat before the new season? One day you'll be a mod? I mean, Martin Thomas, if you are willing to do mod work, I mean, Glassman is not here all of the time, so let me know about that, actually. How they don't have a removal for that? They always do when I'm the one playing. They didn't. It was a Gangplank deck that just didn't have the thing they needed to get the Vi out. They did play a Bandle will draw. They also played a Pokey Stick on my Nexus, brought me down to 10 to draw another card, and then we just punched them in the face with the 20 power elusive Vi for the OTK. We got it. But anyway, I will stop babbling away. Thank you again all for coming by. Do I pay in compliments? Martin Thomas, I would absolutely compliment you whenever you felt like it. I could even put a chat command in of mod comp, and just you and Glassman can request that whenever you feel like. But yeah, I will be heading out for the evening. You'll consider it? All right, put it on your docket and we can cycle back. Salary of Mod is being bullied. Okay, salary of Glassman is getting bullied. Salary of anyone else who becomes a mod is definitely compliments. Glassman is not allowed to ask for compliments, though. He gets enough of those at home. It's fine. That was all pay an LP. There it is. Glass. I mean, you're a wonderful, magnificent being. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. A good storyteller and mod, very social. He is very social. Martin Thomas, I will allow you to be nice to Glass, but also feel free to rough him up whenever. You know? Glassman is very tough. Treat him like you would a Pantheon. You know? Just kill him, he comes right back. It's fine. Everything's great. Anyway, I'll stop shitting on Glass and also leave for the evening. Thank you again for coming by. I've said that like 3 times. I'm still gonna say it again. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the submissions. We had a good time watching and playing with those. Tomorrow we'll be back with the A to Z deck testing and also looking at some unusual cards like Yordle the Tracker, which I for some reason I'm just very excited about. Like, I just kind of really want to play that for some reason. And then I will do Ruined King for an hour or two at least, because I do actually want to play it, and I've heard it's very, very good. Anyway. I mean, I don't think he'll piss in my cereal. Hopefully he doesn't piss in my cereal. Bad at being nice? Me too. My version of being affectionate with my friends is just looking them dead in the eye and being, I'm not impressed. But yes, thank you all for coming by again. I'll be back tomorrow at tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna start at 8 p.m. Pacific time. It says 7 on Twitch, but I think I'm just gonna start at 8 to give me time to deck build and narrow down that list for cards that you want to look at on stream. Also, side note about the A to Z series. I am planning to turn it into a regular YouTube series as well. Whatchamacallit? I'm going to probably take the deck replays and such and start compiling those. Actually write a script for a YouTube video for like the first time and not just post some clips. Also, there should be clips going up this weekend as well, including that Azir Ascended's PvE run that we had for Lulu. So yeah, those are the end of my announcements. Back at 8 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Back with the A to Z tomorrow. Back with Ruin King. And then on the weekend, 3 p.m. Pacific time, both Saturday and Sunday, we'll be kicking off with expeditions and viewer submissions. Hope to see you again sometime, everybody. Thank you for coming by. Shout out to Puffball Panda also for the raid. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday, start of your weekend, or hope you have an easy Friday that leads you into a good weekend. Yes. Yes, Himmels, Puffball Panda was the raid today. Did remember to shut that out. Almost forgot, but we got it. We got it in the end. Whew, we're doing stuff. Anyway, good night, everyone. Have a good rest of your day or your evening. And I'll be back tomorrow.